Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into the Ravencourt EU in-houses. My name is Bahamut, and we are getting ready for Towers of Doom. I'm going to go ahead and quickly fix something on the back end for the casting stuff. So we want that and that. Oh, do I not have a Bahamut logo that fits anymore? I don't. All right, hold on. Let me copy another Bahamut logo. Paste a reference, and then, sorry, I'm just fixing something on the back end, and then we will get into this casting and all that good stuff. Set color to this. Go ahead and turn that one off. All right, for ease, I'm just going to do this. For ease, I'm just going to do this really, really quickly. This will speed things up for me. Done. That's all I need to do. It's just need to move it over so it fit better. All right, back into the draft. You got the music going on. Let's jump into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Ravencourt EU in-houses. My name is Bahamut. These are in-house games run through the Ravencourt Discord. If you'd like to check it out, !Raven in chat. But of course, we have, for Towers of Doom, a Hogger Diablo ban. We have a Lucio and What to be banned away from the members of the red team. You missed the fishing. Oh, we'll be fishing again today. Do not worry. I know my place, my life is meaningless. Chess, you are a level 4 healing bot. You are very important. You are instrumental in us winning Darkest Dungeon. Vestals, to me, are very instrumental to winning Darkest Dungeon. You are one of my best characters. Your life is not meaningless. Alright, so healer bans on the right-hand side. We got a Hogger Diablo ban on the left, and our blue team will be first picking. What are they going for? Blaze, Genji. I don't know. That's usually what we see the most. Yeah, there, yeah, excuse me. Alright. Genji first pick on the left-hand side. I am instrumental in keeping Nancy alive. If that means I jump in front of the sword. Yes, Nancy is Madam President. Nancy is Madam President, and all of you are beneath her. Let's do Lax. What's up, Lax? How you doing today, bud? Sylvanas Dahaka for the right-hand side for a red team. I do like this pickup quite a bit. Sylvanas really good at pushing up the waves, stealing minions, empowering the camps, because the sappers do get amplified explosion damage from her mercenary queen if she does go that way. Dahaka's just fantastic on this map. When I play Storm League, this is my Dahaka's my go-to, because I'm just like, look, if I just soak and my team gets kills, that's all, then we win the game. We just I double soak, my team holds bottom lane, they don't die, they get a couple kills, we win the game. We just do that and win. So I do like the Dahaka quite a bit. And if I remember correctly, I believe Sven had a really good Dahaka back in CCL, or maybe I'm misremembering, or maybe it's just from EU in-houses, but I swear Sven has a very good Dahaka. We'll see who's going to be on what as the game does progress. All three bans from the side of our red team will be into healers: Lucio, Brightwing, and Rhaegar. I would actually expect this to be a tank ban, though we could see a limitation onto healers once again. We could see another ban onto healers. Could see something like an Ana, Deckard Cain to be banned away. Actually, Malfurion banned away is not awful, because that could synergize with a Stitches, but it will be the Ana instead. I do like the idea of a Stitches on this map. I really do think that they can play a Stitches. If I'm not mistaken, X-Ray was the one who was noteworthy for the I hook. So this is a great... I would love to see Malfurion Stitches here for a 1-2 punch, because it synergizes with Sylvanas. Now, Junkrat is up and available, so they could grab Malf and Junkrat, since the Joanna Blaze is already on the opposing side, but it's going to be Varian instead. Varian and Uther. Okay, I was thinking maybe you grab the Junkrat, the Malfurion for the traps, the displacement into the hooks and stuff. You can still grab Junkrat on the right-hand side as the last pick, but I do kind of feel like Junkrat will be the grab here for our blue team in this last pick slot. Either you pick it here or you give it to the enemy team. That's at least how I feel about it. Tassadar! Alright, I like a Tassadar. Let's see what happens with Tassadar. There also might be some practice from some of these players for the Meta Madness happening this weekend. I will be doing casting for both those days. I have a very early alarm, and I'll be getting up and I'll be doing casting for all of you. It will start at 7 a.m. for the US viewers, because we are technically 1 hour closer to Europe. So instead of it starting at 6 a.m. my time, it starts at 7 a.m., which, hey, that's fine with me. So we'll be doing that 7 a.m. PEDT, 10 a.m. EDT, and then figure out the other time zones. And if you're in Europe, it's the normal start time of 15 CET. So, Falstad to round out the draft here on the right-hand side. Let's go ahead and jump into our casting screen, and I will start a prediction for all of you at home. Who wins? Oops, that's caps lock. Who wins Towers of Doom? The blue team, the red team. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and start 2 minutes on it. Get your predictions in. I appreciate that you use daylight/standard time correctly. I do my best to get it right. Because there are some people that really, they care. And it's like colorblind mode. Most people don't notice or care, but there are the few that do. And that's the reason I do it. I do it for the few that notice and care. It's all for you, Damien. All right, level 1s, get your gambles in. And we are here on Towers of Doom, map number 1 of however many we do today in the EU in-houses for the Raven Court. We've got Hunter Orc on the Anduin, Cringe Kid, known as Cure, on the Genji, Dead Inside on the Joanna, Altanox on the Tassadar, and we have got Stark on the Blaze. Not the Stark from our chat. This is going to be a different Stark. Excuse me. Over on the right-hand side, we got our red team. We've got Nagram on the Falstad, Sven to play the Dahaka. X-Ray will be on the Varian, Banana on the Uther, and we will see Critical to play the Sylvanas. There's your level 1s. Any believers in a blue, any believers in the red. Let's go ahead and see it. Oh, what's going on up here? What are we doing up here? Checking some bushes with some shurikens. Tassadar is going to go into Psy Storm build at level 1. Going to be having that Psi Infusion increase the range of Psionic Storm by 33%. Each non-structure enemy hit by Psionic Storm restores 0.5 mana, increase to 5 against heroes. Make our rotation down into bottom lane. That's a force wall to block the enemy from advancing further, and Altanox will not go down. Dahaka Blaze up in the top lane. Dahaka going to go enhanced agility at level 1. That's going to be the priority on a map like this. To be able to get the fast rotations, you get that enhanced speed duration, but also the enhanced speed, as I mentioned, actually. So you have the slowly enhancing speed, as well as the duration increase to 5 seconds of said speed boost. Oh, by the way, speaking of speed boost, I did put my Lucio play from this from last week. Last week when I was playing Storm League, I put the Lucio game from Battlefield of Eternity. That was really good. So if you'd like to check that out, it's on YouTube. Also, all of the Meta Madness is up on YouTube without spoilers. They are all edited, so there's no in-between time of me just chatting about random stuff, and it's also spoiler-free, so there's added time added to it, so it seems like there's 5 games. Or there are. Who knows? Tenzel, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. East Coast living in the future and never warning the West Coast to prepare for what's coming. Well, I mean, but then you would break all of the you'd break the time police laws. Isn't there a movie or a TV show where that's done? Like, oh god, it was an Australian thing. I just watched it recently. Where it was like, the character was like, oh, I called America to warn them about, like, World War II or whatever, or something like that. Or it was like Pearl Harbor or something. I forget what it was. I'm blanking on, oh, it's from Koala Man. I'm pretty sure it was from Koala Man on Hulu. Which, that was actually funny, by the way. It's an Australian animated show if you like, if you're looking for something. Kira gets the Hearth out. Gonna be interrupted. We do have Varian with his taunt at level 4. Uther gonna be going into the Pursuit of Justice. Falstad, Hammer Gains. We have the, Unstable Poison. I was gonna say the Exploding Minions, but yeah. I mean, that's what it does do. Shuriken Mastery for the Genji, Electric Fence for that Tassadar, Blaze with the Gauntlets at 4. Nothing really crazy out of the ordinary to mention. Alrighty, center point will have our first objective popping up here. Well, I guess we have the corners as well. My apologies. This is really where the main contested is going to be taking place, and I say that even though Falstad is going to be trying to sneak on the left-hand side. So Blaze should get left, Falstad, Dahaka get the right. Yeah, Cure hanging out here just to make sure that there's no interrupt onto Blaze. And this is where the real contest begins. It'll be 36-36 in core HP. We do have a taunt out from the Varian and a Force Wall from the Tassadar. That's going to be a brush talk into the backline, and Anduin goes down. First kill over to the red team in said Anduin. Altanoc's going to be going out as well. It's a double kill to the members of said red team, and they shall grab 4 more shots. Falstad going to be flying to maybe find a kill. Nope. Just going to be looking for the quick soak into top lane while Uther gets the channel here. Now Genji does not go for an interrupt. Also, East Coasters seem to forget that other time zones exist. Yes, indeed, that is very, very true. Also, people on the East Coast have no idea which way the time zone goes for West Coast. You have no idea. When I was an engineer and the company was in Michigan, they would add 3 hours to their time. So they'd be like, oh yeah, Chris isn't getting up until like 9 a.m. and we all start at 6, and it's like, no, other way around, bud. Other way around. Just like adding, they're just adding, like, oh, we start at 6, so Chris will start at 9. It's like, well, I mean, yes, but no. I got a meeting invite one time for like 6 o'clock my time. They were like, well, it's at 3 o'clock ours, so it'll be 6 for you. It's like, what? No. Other way, bud. They did do that once. They had a meeting at, like, it was 8 a.m. Michigan time, because it was, like, there was, like, transfer of, like, managers or something like that. So I got up at 5 a.m. and they forgot me. They were like, oh, we thought it was the other way around for you. It's like, oh, okay, we've been through this conversation. Another altar will be spawning 10 talents here on the top of your screen coming through soon, so we'll cycle through the other numbers. Uther, done with his level 1. Varian actually quite far through his as well. 22 out of 25 stacks. 2 sappers, I do believe, have made their way in. 1 sapper still remains being cleared out by the enemy. Dahaka, I'm going to check really quickly. Do they have brush stock? Yes, indeed. Dahaka can burrow into this fight here in the center area. Varian's done with his level 1. Nice. Nicely done right there for him. We'll see what he picks up at level 10. Does he go for the protection, or does he go for the charge cooldown? Really good dive onto Cure here. He will deflect, and Cure gets out with a swift strike. Gust, Wailing Arrow, Isolation. Uther is holding level 10. Force Wall from the Tassadar. Dead Inside does not get the shield glare in time. And I think Dead Inside might be taunted and dead. Leap of Faith from Anduin saves the moment. Banana a little far forward. Divine Storm was picked at 10. Not going to be utilized. I believe Varian did go for the charge cooldown because I'm not seeing him with the protection when he does hit that W. Genji with the X-Strike into the backline. X-Ray trying to back away. The Falling Sword in from Dead Inside, but is X-Ray dead inside? Uther with the Ghost Heals. The charge to the ally from the level 10 Warbringer. Light Bomb, Genji, Gust from Falstad. Nicely played. Can Cure find a kill, though? Can Cure find the kill? That is going to be a death of Varian. And we'll see more siege to the bottom lane. Next objective phase is going to be center and bottom of the map. Oh, critical! Critical is dead. Genji not able to get the Swift Strike and interrupt the Hearth out from Falstad. Banana with a quick stun. Divine Storm to follow up. No, it was used earlier. Brush Talk in from the Dahaka. Sven looks for a drag, gets hit in the face with a Chastise. And the fort is going to be remaining around a little more than 50%. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing, bud? Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining me for the live games casted. As a reminder, tomorrow is Dark Souls. Saturday and Sunday is the Meta Madness casted live. I will have a tiny delay on stream for that, but that's okay. And then on Sunday afternoon, we have our cooking stream after Meta Madness. And of course, Friday, we will be watching The Fifth Element in Discord starting at 3 o'clock my time. So if you're in Central Europe, add 8 hours, because we are 1 hour closer to you, because you have not changed your time zone yet, and we have already. Because we're number 1! Light Bomb from Genji, another Gust from Falstad. There's a Falling Sword onto X-Ray. Dead Inside going to get charged onto, as we have another altar phase up and available for contest. Cure going to get stunned in the bush from Banana. Anyone going to be able to get the channel on the low side of the map? Joanna floating around down here with Tassadar, as we do have a bit of a split fight. I'm going to do my best to see everything here. Speaking of, let's actually zoom out and show everything. 13 talents here just around the corner. favoring the side of our blue team. Sylvanas going to try and eke out a channel on bottom, but doesn't go for it, actually. The fight does continue. Falstad and Blaze delaying each other out as the Dahaka gets a quick wave through the mid. Divine Storm dropped from the Uther. X-Ray looking to step in. Wailing Arrow from the Sylvanas. Johanna a little far forward here. Kier going to jump in as well. That's a drag onto Tassadar in the back, but where's the rest of the damage? It had to back away. Isolation onto this. Tassadar does connect. Johanna and friends are looking to try and get this Tassadar out. Meanwhile, Blaze does get the channel. No one... Well, actually, Tassadar was lost right as I was about to say it, but... So it's going to be a trade here. Really good damage from the Falstad, but fantastic back into him. Genji does get the kill, but now Cure... Wow. Dip, dive, dodge around. There's a bunker down from Blaze. Can Genji get out? Can Genji get out? He's got a sliver of HP once he pops out of this. If Dahaka would have hit oh, no, never mind. Cure actually gets some heals from Anduin, and this is falling apart so very quickly for the side of our red team. Uh-oh. Cure? No way! Cure, calm down! Banana? Banana? Okay, interesting. Fifth Element is so good. Indeed. Hey, Mel. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for coming by the stream. Thanks to everybody who's come by the stream so far today. We did a little bit of Darkest Dungeon. Now we're going to be doing a bunch of casting, and then after that, it's whatever I feel like. Maybe we'll play StarCraft. Maybe I'll play Ranked and HOTS. I don't know. I do think I did lose 600 points when my power went out on Tuesday, so I do think I have some climbing to do here. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, like, the last couple weeks of climbing in Storm League are mitigated by a power outage that I had no control over. Oh, boy. Well, the double altar phase comes up at the top of our map. Cure trying to pressure, I think, Banana and Critical a little bit here as they have the black arrows to try and take down the fort and bottom. Sorry, I'm looking at Dead Inside. Trying to get away here. Healing reduction was applied from either side, from both of them. Light Bomb from the Genji trying to get to the back line. Hunter Orc very low on the left side of our screen will go down. Falling Sword from the Johanna. Wailing Arrow out of that. Sylvanas does connect, and Anduin. Johanna will fall. Critical getting low. That's a kill from Genji. Kier trying to get away with 100 and something HP. Falstad flies up to the top lane before Blaze gets the channel. Kier gonna Hearth out full. We do have Tassadar going down. Looks like a Divine Storm was utilized to get the setup. Blaze should have one delay over here on the left-hand side. Garam avoids the Twin Flame damage. Banana with some healing. You get the 500 points back over the next 10 games. Nope. Points lost. I don't believe you. I do not believe you. Because that... See, here's the issue, Fish. I have to win games, though. That's the issue, is I gotta win the game. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Turbo? Hello, everybody. Good to see you all in chat.
Like all the others.
You get the points back regardless, actually. What? You're telling me that there's loss forgiveness in this game? I don't believe it. You get minus 150, plus 250, respectively. See, here's the issue, though. Here's the issue. In some of my games, I will win, and I'm solo queued, and I get 160 something points. How is that? How is it that some games are 160 and some games are like 210? It's just I don't trust the MMR system in this game at all. I don't believe it. You can tell me everything. You could say Bahamut. I was told this from Kyle Dates back in the day. This is exactly how it works. I'd still not believe you because I don't trust this game. That stuff happens in Bronze 5, but I'm not Bronze 5. I'm Bronze 4. No. Either way, the fight does continue in bottom lane. We just got a little bit of back and forth sort of poking at each other as the members of our red team do try and shove a wave into this bottom lane fort. Actually, it's a keep at this point because we are past the 12-something mark. Uther does fall. We have Sven getting low and Johanna to be traded. Falstead, does Falstead have flight up and available? Falstead does have flight. Dahaka has brush talk in 13 seconds, but he's already meandering his way up to the top area, and he's actually moving just under that max 140 speed. And Falstead does fall in bottom. My apologies. Kira somehow able to find that kill. Varian looking for a little taunt and pressure, but Hunter Orc with the channel on the bottom. Not interrupted. Sven and Stark and top will be brawling out a little bit. Sylvanas going to sneak her way over to the right-hand side. Today I learned. No, I'm actually, what am I, Chad? Am I silver 3, silver 4? We've climbed out of the depths. We've climbed out of the depths. My bronze to GM has been going very slow. But hey, we've been climbing. No, I think the highest I ever got was like mid-plat. And then I stopped playing for a very long time, and I only did casting, and then I was like, ooh, I'll play some games solo, and then it was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. Like a Zagara on Dragonshire that was like way too deep consistently and never got a rotation from my team to try and get a kill on her. It was easy. It was an easy kill, but never got a rotation, and it was my fault I lost the lane apparently. X-Ray will get bopped. X-Ray gets the charge over to an ally. Shield glares from the Joanna. Very close, very, very close actually in core HP. 11 to 8 in kills. It's a nice game number 1 between these two teams. Liking the aggression that we are going to be seeing. Bunker down from Blaze, avoiding some of that taunt value. Onto the Joanna, if I'm not mistaken. Leap Faith pulls back Cure out of a drag from Dahaka. I actually never noticed this, that the minimap, there's a bunker icon on the minimap. Usually everyone's so congested. Everyone's around the bunker on the minimap. You don't normally see it. I just now noticed it for the first time. Falstead flies in. Nagram looking for some damage here. Shield glares from the Joanna. She'll have to use the Falling Sword to get out of a precarious spot. Gus from the Falstead as well. X-Ray looking to back away. Actually, no, he goes right back in. Cure with a dive in with the X-Strike, the Light Bomb, Divine Storm from the Uther. Gust is already used from the Falstead a little bit ago. Critical super low here. Does go down to the Genji. Cure trying to get out. Nagram, do you have enough damage? I don't think you can chase that. Big hammering out from Falstead. Genji should be able to Swift Strike in and get a kill. Does manage to do so. X-Ray going to be looking to actually just back away. Uther to fall as well. Single altar phase as X-Ray does get chunked. Dahaka, the lone survivor with 100 and something HP, and Anduin gets the... Does he cancel the channel? It's a long time on death timers. No, okay. I was wondering if they would go for the fort bottom lane. They don't really have a wave or anything, so I guess it would take a little too long just to convert it, but I think... Well, actually, no, Genji's got, like, no HP, so... 20 talent tiers were achieved by the members of our blue team. I can show those for all of you at home if you are wondering. We have the Force Barrier for Tassadar. Able to cast those really far very quickly. Fortified Bunker for the Blaze. We've got the Living Weapon for Genji. The Falling Sword upgrade for Joanna. Makes a lot of sense. Bottom lane fort does go down. Tassadar, Hunter Orc, and Dead Inside looking to burn this mid lane keep out. Dahaka chilling in the top lane. Sylvanas maybe poking in mid. That laugh signifies the boss is back up and available. Will they go for it, or is this going to be a play for this is going to be defense for bottom? And yes, it is. Sapper Camp is 8 seconds away over here on the right-hand side. Joanna does step up. The Black Arrows from Sylvanas were utilized, and this keep is going to be down to below 50%. Varian stepping out here, but the Black Arrows have expired. Varian getting caught in the electric fence, but Altanox is not going to step forward for any extra damage. Light Bomb onto the Genji. Will jump onto Sylvanas. We have a cleanse from the Uther. Sylvanas did not go Will of the Forsaken. I do want to point that out. She does not have a self-cleanse. I'm waiting to see how this engagement looks. We have a single altar coming up. Falstad going to try and chuck in a bunch of damage into this keep, and it will go down before the altar does spawn. Genji tapping well for mana, and we'll go ahead and see what this altar phase looks like. Hey, how about some comms, chat? How about some comms? How about some comms?
I'm gonna take it fast, so I wouldn't take a slow fight. So watch out for the flank on Anduin.
There's someone in this bush. Can you take the push?
Just poke, just poke. Only poke, only poke.
There's Dig. Thank you.
Thank you.
They use a Veiling Arrow.
Everyone out. Nice. Keep poking.
Chill.
They're getting low. Once we have life bomb, we could look.
Okay, I get silence, but
You're fine.
I'm
you're
ready
fine.
for bomb when you have it.
Yeah, go girl.
I walled it.
There's
Those guys, nice.
We can dive as 5. I have furnace 5.
Yeah, keep poking.
They have
If
no
we even
blast.
do this, yeah, do this. Screw it. They're all tapping right now. If you need to tap, go tap.
I'm getting
Need to
low on
force
mana
slice
without
and
the tap.
fight without gust. Need to go.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, we can keep poking too. Like, we win the poke war forever. You can just get the waves and poke. There's nothing they can do.
But me it is pushing, I think.
very now.
I'm stormed. Nice. Alright, leave.
Oh, I'm in danger.
I'm trying to help you. Nice.
I bodied.
Still has 1 HP, I can't finish.
Alrighty, chat. There you go. There's some comms for all of you from the blue team. Sorry, just making sure that I actually I jumped out of the comms and I did get rid of the little comms button that we had. So there you go. There's a level 20s if you are curious. You heard a little bit of conversation from said blue team. What's up, Tacitus? How you doing? Mid lane fort does go back over to the side of our red team, and Negrom gets the channel. This will be 4 shots into the Raven Lord from the Gravekeeper. 13 to 12 in our core HP, favoring the side of the blue team. 16 to 11 in kills. And I gotta say, for a map number 1 in today's EU in-houses, this is a great way to start the day. Absolutely great way to start the day. Sylvanas with black arrows pushes up the wave. Falstad flying where? Is he going to top to try and help kill the Genji? I believe Falstad did fly over wave, so he is seen. Gust is available for the Falstad if he gets in position for it. There's going to be an extra from Cure. Gust from Falstad held. The Hawk is going to brush stock up here as well. There's going to be a double stun on to Altanox. Wind tunnel into the wall. 60-second cooldown to put a 60-second death timer on Tassadar. I think you definitely are fine with that. It's actually even longer than that. It's a few seconds longer than the Gust. It was like, what, 63, 64 seconds of death timer. Quick boss to be called for on the side of the red team, and we are going to be seeing, it was actually, I think a Sapper might have made it over the wall, as it was 12 to 12 now, and here we go! 4 more shots into the Raven Lord. 8 to 12 in core HP. Next objective phase could win it. Next objective phase could win it. Both altars will be necessary for that. Cure on the low end of this. Is a taunt available? Yes, it is. That's a Leap of Faith falling sword from the Johanna. A little bit of overlap right there, but I do want to point out the Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas utilized. I'm checking Uther really quickly. Does he have his redemption ready? I do think it's off cooldown, right? Devotion, because it goes into the... Yeah, so that I think that is up and available. Now, this top lane fort, does Blaze get this in time? Minion! Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. 251 HP left on that fort over there. Hunter Orc looking for the channel really quickly. Is there a delay? No. Okay, so the game will continue here. 3 shots in the right-hand side core, 8 to 9 in core HP. God, I can't believe that this fort is on a literal sliver of HP right there. And we'll see 5 shots into the opposing side core. Alrighty. 3 to 9. 3 to 9. Bosses up in 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That will be somewhere in the 26-minute mark in the game. A little less than 26 minutes in game time. Blaze gets the top lane for it. Bottom lane gets converted as well.
The tower now belongs.
Camp to be stolen away by our red team. Show you if you want to look at some of the heroic damage, siege, etc. Is it etc. or etc.? I've been thinking about that. Taunt from the Varian, but X-Ray is getting chunked by those tower shots. Has to be careful. Double altar face coming up next as well. And to be honest, the members of the red team, they're kind of okay with this. They only need 1 altar, and they're at 3 shots, so... Drag from Dahak onto the Blaze. Varian just going to be poking out with a Lion's Fang. Ah, so it is etc. Thank you, chat. Like espresso. Or especially. Got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I had someone during CCL come into my stream when I wasn't, you know, in CCL or anything. I was like, it was like Tuesday. I was like playing games or whatever. And someone was like, "Oh, could you pronounce these words this way for me, please? I don't like the way you talk." Thank you. Double altar phase will be coming up. We got some sappers as well, picked up by our red team. What is the outcome of this? One altar is necessary for the red team to win. Both altars, if gotten by the blue team at the current shots available, will be GG. Feel like it all comes down to this nice leap of faith. Cure is going to be saved. That's a falling sword. Wind tunnel into the force wall. Banana will go down, but look at that golden swirl over the Uther's head. That means he is going to be able to respawn back into this fight. And you'll see him respawn just about right there. We have the bunker already used from Blaze. Look at Tahaka. Look at Tahaka. Tahaka on your minimap is going to be sneaking over there. Blaze will get a delay. That is Uther falling once again. Force wall onto Nagram. Oh, this may just be the beginning of the end, favoring the members of our blue team. Tahaka can't tunnel away. X-ray so very low. Genji gets the kill. Gee. Yes, Gee indeed. Ooh, that's a nice isolation, but still, Tassadar, Anduin. Good night to the Gravekeeper as all shots go in. GG's. Timer on boss. 1 minute and 4 seconds still. 1 minute and 4 seconds was still the timer on the boss. I do not need the Meta Madness. That's for Saturday. You didn't see top 4? How dare you get it wrong? Choose outcome. Which team wins Towers of Doom? The blue team did. That was a really good map number 1. That was really, really fun. Yeah, they had 5 shots, so it was they had 1 overkill on the enemy core. 1 overkill on the enemy core. All right, we're gonna get another lobby in a second here. And let's go ahead and do what we do best during the downtime in between games. Woo! Oh man, you can see it's so nice and sunny outside today. Oh man, it was so nice to be able to go snowboarding in the sun yesterday. Oh man, yesterday was such a nice day. Yesterday was so very nice. I'm a little happy that I did have the forced day off because, well, I got to go snowboarding the first time in what felt like months. Does Jay McG... Yeah, so I was talking to... I saw it on Twitter. It was Thy Other Side. I don't know if anyone watches that. We've raided over to their stream once or twice. But they posted is last year got an Airbnb for 10 people for TwitchCon. It was 5 stories high with rooftop views. This year I'm going fucking big on another house. If you're interested in getting a room for the house for TwitchCon, DM me. And I responded with the Batman thing. And of course, Thy Other Side hits me with Jay McG will be there too. And I'm like, oh man, the availability to be able to shake Jay McG awake and tell him to pop that top is so tempting. There's TwitchCon, and then there's harassing Jay McG, and that's all I really want to do in life. You may have answered this before, but are you going to be playing Diablo 4 beta at all? I don't have any sort of I don't have any access to it. I didn't pre-order the game. I don't think anyone at Blizzard gives a shit about me, so I don't have any keys or anything like that. So I probably won't be doing it. I won't, even if I had it, I probably wouldn't stream it just because I don't think people would care to watch me play Diablo 4. And maybe I might be completely wrong in that, but I just don't think people really care to watch me play Diablo 4. I think that there's bigger, smarter streamers, because Diablo is a little bit of there's some min-maxing in there, and there's some math and all of that, and I don't know. I feel like I should just stay in my lane and do heroes and StarCraft 2 here and there and just not yeah, I don't know. What do we say to math? We don't talk about it here. Squirrel is spotted. You deserve it. What do I deserve? All of your subs? Yes, indeed. I do deserve all of your subs because did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Prime Gaming? Did you know that? And did you know on top of that, that if you use your Prime Gaming here, I have a deal with John Cena. Actually, I shouldn't be telling you this, but because it is March 16th, I do have a new deal to tell you all. Did you know that Stone Cold Steve Austin will show up at Jeff Bezos' front door when you use your Prime Gaming here and Stone Cold Stunner Jeff Bezos and then crack 2 beers on top of his head and drink them? Yes. It's true. Me, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, and Jeremy Rayner all have a deal to harass Jeff Bezos. So, use your Prime to harass a billionaire today! For those of you who are not wrestling fans, Stone Cold Steve Austin used to have a thing, Austin 316, and today is March 16th, so it's 316. So today is Stone Cold Steve Austin Day. All right, we have a lobby. I wasn't sitting here just like rambling for no reason. We do have a lobby. It's I'm about to get into it. We're gonna head to Infernal Shrines for our next map. It's 100% true. You just can't prove it because you can't see John Cena. Yes, the way that we do know it's true is that after John Cena gives a closed-fisted slap to Jeff Bezos right in the ding-dong, he comes over to my house and tells me about season 2 of oh my god, it's not The Punisher. What's the name? What's the name of the show? What's the name of the show that he was in that was really fucking good? It's like the one DC thing I give a shit about. Can you get Randy Orton as well? Want an RKO? You know what, Wildfire? Just for you, I will contact Randy Orton. I will contact Randy Orton after stream. I will propose the idea and we'll see what happens. I did have a deal at one point. Peacemaker, thank you. I did have a deal at one point with the Dudley brothers, and they were gonna do 3Ds to Jeff Bezos. The issue is I could not afford enough ladders for them. That is the issue. The Dudley brothers were like, we need at least 6 to 12 ladders. Whoa!
It's good to have you and Bandit back today.
Aw.
HHH.
Ton, thank you for the $4.20. Thank you so much, bud. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. I very much appreciate it. I missed all of you yesterday. I will say this, though. I did have a really good day off. I went grocery shopping. When I came back home, there was still no power, so I was like, I'm going to go snowboarding. So I went snowboarding with a bunch of friends. We got a beer at a bar afterwards. I got to catch up with them. I took that, like, one of my neighbors actually took that very cute photo of me that I posted on Twitter and also on Instagram. So, yeah. If you would like to do us a favor, maybe $1 million first. You could sit in lobby voice deafened. Copy. Lobby voice deafened. Lobby voice deafened. Okay. Does it break when I leave for comms? All right, sorry. They were asking a favor of me. But now, here's the thing. I do expect $1 million from soaking. I do expect $1 million. That was a great view of the... Yeah, that's the... It's a spot on a run called... It's Ridge Run, and it's just after the Canyon Chair. I can actually show you the map after we get out of this game. Number 2, because we're heading to Infernal Shrines, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back into the Raven Court EU in-houses. My name is Bahamut. On the left, you got your blue team. On the right, we don't have anything because apparently we are going to DC real fast. So we'll go ahead and pull it on back to Bandit and I, and we will chat. Actually, I guess I could show you the map of the mountain. Let's go ahead and go to Heavenly Ski Resort Trail map. Yeah, it's Heavenly's got some fantastic views of their mountain. Parking update, parking update, parking update. Lift update. All scheduled lifts are open, with the exception of Dipper, which is closed today because they have to dig it out. Tamarack, Sky, Comet have delayed opening with no current ETO. Nice. All right. Back into the draft. Back into the draft. Here we go. Map number 2 in our EU in-houses. As I was mentioning, this is the Ravencourt EU in-houses. If you'd like to check out the Ravencourt, exclamation Raven in chat will get you all the information you are looking for. I'm waiting for someone to do exclamation in chat will get you all the information you're looking for. I'm waiting for that to be the post. Anyways, we get into Infernal Shrines. Let's check out some of our bands and all that good stuff. The best view of the slopes we've seen since the Jeep Slalom. The Jeep Slalom? The what? Thank you, Tacitus. Kira told his team to speak in French. Okay. I mean, y'all saw me understanding Swedish super easy during CCL. That'll never not be a, like, that was such a funny moment. Like, we jump into Granite Gaming comms, and Grubby Even's like, okay, audience, this is all gonna be in Swedish. We don't know what they're saying. Some of you will. Let's jump in. And we jump into comms, we listen to a jump out, and I'm like, okay, so Grubby, this is what they're saying. Grubby, like 100% believed that I understood Swedish. How many languages do you speak, Baha? I speak American, so that's like 5 or 6. I mean, like, I know some stuff for Romanian. I know some, like, general stuff in, like, in some other languages. I know a little bit of Spanish. I know a little bit of French, but, like, I can't speak anything fluently. I can't even speak English fluently, okay? I don't speak anything fluently. All right, hold on one second. Let me fix my green screen because it is being wonky today. I don't speak anything fluently. I hope that gives you a nice answer. All right, sorry. My head is the green screen on my head. So I want the spill to go down. Nope. I want the spill to be at 20. Smoothness can go to 0, and we want to move this down to like 200, I think. Sorry, we're just fixing green screen stuff real fast. All right, and then let's get our smoothness to 20. And that should be fixed for our green screen. There we go. Looks a little bit better.
The light abandons no man.
You're the epitome. I know it's epitome, but my brain's like epitome of non-lingualism. Yeah. American English isn't even real. It just took things to like, yeah. Well, wait, I only speak 2 languages, English and bad English. Yeah, that's true. We got both types of music here. Or no, what is it? We have all kinds of music here. Country and Western. Genji, Medivh, Vala to be banned away from our blue side on Infernal Shrines. Joanna, Sylvanas, Falstad to be banned away by the red team. We had a first pick, Diablo Hanzo. We've got a Hagar Maiev Uther on the right-hand side. We should start seeing some healers being picked up as well. There's Ana for Banana. And a Malthael. Nano-boosted Tormented Souls Malthael? I'm assuming this is also a main tank Maiev, like main tank Uther Maiev sort of dealio. So I expect this to be 2 assassins picked up here, some sort of damage dealers to get into the Ana. Genji is banned away, the Medivh's banned away. Maybe a Chromie, maybe a Mephisto? No. All right, we're gonna see double support Tracer. But that is also double support into an Ana with healing reduction. Malthael's healing reduction as well. How are we going to round out this draft? I don't think we're going to be hyper carrying on a Hanzo. How do we deal with this? How do we deal with all of this just chaos? I don't think you vary and just deal with the Tracer. I feel like they want some sort of like nice hard CC with this. Thrall keeps coming to mind, but I didn't think they were going to go Thrall either. Sergeant Hammer, okay. What's up, Jelly? Binglish. Bad English. Alright, well, there's your draft, everybody. There's your draft. Sorry, I kind of rambled through all that. I apologize. Let's go ahead and start a prediction. And Infernal Shrines. Alrighty, I will swap us over. I will start the prediction when we get into the game. So that way you can see the level 1s and all the good juicy details in the first 2 minutes. Speaking of juice, I need to go get some tea soon. My mom and dad left a bunch of tea for me that they had bought, and it's all green tea. So I was like, oh, I'll try one of those later on today. Red has a lot of CC. They have like no CC. All right, start prediction. Show the level 1s. On the left-hand side, we have the members of our blue team. We have got Banana on the Ana, Masquerade to play the Sergeant Hammer, Cure on the Hanzo. We've got Diablo to be played by Nagram, and Ply on the Malthael. To the right-hand side, we're looking at our red team, Soaking on the Uther, Dead Inside on the Tracer, Swamp Grata to play the Hogger, Hunter Orc on the Stukov, and Ultralist to be playing Maev. You can see the level 1s. You know who's on what hero. Go ahead and get your predictions in, ladies and gentlemen. I love green tea, but some people don't. Absolutely. I mean, I like chili dogs, and then there's people that are wrong. I mean, if you're not sucking on a chili dog, what are you doing with your life? Cure, by the way, going to be going into the target practice at level 1. Going to be trying to hit every enemy hero 3 times. When you hit every enemy hero once, you get a 30% range increase. When you hit every enemy hero 3 times, you get the 100 extra damage on top of that. We'll see if he goes for a hybrid build, or we'll see if he just goes into Q as well at level 4 for the extra explosive wave clear and shrine clear. Sergeant Hammer is going to be going into Maelstrom weapons at level 1. Activate to increase the basic attack damage dealt by 30% for 5 seconds, hitting enemy heroes or structures with basic attacks while in siege mode reduces the cooldown of Maelstrom rounds by 5 seconds. Stores up to 3 charges. Soaking in bottom lane, taking a bit of damage, but not too stressed out right now. Just going to be losing some damage on, or just going to be losing some of this fort front gate. Masquerade doesn't have a level 4 cleanse, going to get pulled around, and Masquerade's like, I'm just going to sit here while Banana shoves healing darts into the back of my trunk. Because it's a trunk, and Banana's shooting the trunk. Sorry, I just want to talk about Masquerade's trunk as they are able to boost out. He is fine with 20-something HP, I think, at the lowest moment. I like watching Baja, and there are some people who are wrong. Well, yeah. I mean, I would dare to argue that anyone who doesn't watch the stream is wrong. What are you doing with your life? Alrighty. If you're not sucking on a chili dog, what are you doing with your life? I mean, it's a fair question, no? Explosive arrow at level 4 for the Hanzo as well. Diablo gonna go into Shadow Charge. He did have the Devil's Due at level 1. Speaking of weenies, I did have hot dogs for dinner last night. It was the right choice. When I was grocery shopping, I was like, ooh, I should buy hot dogs. And I had 2 of them after snowboarding yesterday, and it was the exact thing I needed. It was delicious. You had chili for dinner last? Ooh. We're about to get into the conversation about food, aren't we? We're about to start talking about food today. I can feel it. I can feel that we're going to start talking about food soon. I'll do my best to focus in on the games. I will do my best. First objective phase will be coming up. We'll get into some comms a little bit later in the game. We'll do that a little bit later on. For now, we are just going to be seeing how this first Frozen Punisher will be going. Ultralisk in bottom lane. Do they have a Vault of the Wardens? Can they get away? Vault of the Wardens and a Spirit of Vengeance to back away. Now, Masquerade will continue doing Masquerade things on the Sergeant Hammer as the objective phase has been started by our blue team. Hogger going to be looking for the bounce setup here. Maybe, actually, I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't seem like they're in position for it just yet. Lurking Arm from Stukov right underneath Sergeant Hammer, and there's no duration limitations on that Lurking Arm. Here's the bounce from Hogger, getting some fantastic value around the objective area. Hunter Orc low, so is Soaking. Healing Pathogen spread to a few allies. Sergeant Hammer still poking in. It's about 20 to 20 in Skeletal Defenders. Very, very close. Changing ever rapidly, but still, I would argue that this is going to be a tight race. Now, I like what Tracer's doing. Tracer's actually pulling the sappers, the skeletal defenders, over to the right-hand side. That denies Sergeant Hammer that splash damage into the objective phase, and that will confirm this first objective. By very low, Tracer's trying to find the sustained damage, but will not be able to do it. You had chili today for lunch? Man, everyone's having chili today. You're having chili in a couple hours? Oh, man. Hanzo going the dragon. Oh my god, it's happening. Oh my god. Cure's gonna do it. Cure is not going to misclick onto piercing arrows. Cure is gonna take flawless technique at level 16. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my bones. Now, I did partially, like, injure my back again yesterday, but I moved weird yesterday at the end of the day, and like my partial slip disc was acting up, but it's a lot better today, knock on wood. But I had pasta for lunch with finger sauce. I had pasta for lunch with finger butt. Oh, gross. Level 8 apiece, 1 kill favoring the members of our... Whoa! Hanzo, goodbye. I wasn't expecting it in mid lane. I just wasn't expecting Hanzo to go down. Unfortunate. Invade onto the camp over here on the left-hand side of the map. Next Punisher will be Mortar in the mid lane. Ana still clearing at the bottom. Tracer, I don't know if you live, honestly. Like, 2 autos from Hammer would be enough. Masquerade, no! Masquerade boosted into Tracer thinking, I can get 2 autos. There's the... That's funny. Auto mod modded that? Wait, what? I don't have auto mod. I shouldn't have auto mod. I think I turned that off ages ago because it was like people like someone one time put 2 spaces after Hanzo's name and it was like this is being held for like sexism or something like that. I'm like it's Hanzo's name. What? Did you dust your wets? Yeah, please sir, dust my wets. 10 talent deal. Let's cycle through the other numbers. I apologize. Massive shove. We're going to be seeing the sticky bomb for Tracer, Hortipulse, Divine Shield, and Containment Disc. Diablo trying to put some pressure onto Soaking, but it doesn't really look like they're worried or pressured whatsoever on the side of this red team. Oh, Twitch autofilter. Weird. Lurking arm. Okay, we got an air. Hanzo rips an arrow. Hortipult into Banana in the back line. Good night, Banana. A quick double kill to the side of our red team. And they're going to be looking for a fort bottom lane very, very fast. Maiev is pretty crazy into Hammer. Indeed. I didn't look at Hammer's level 4. Hammer also didn't go self-cleanse at level 4. So there is that. We have Regenerative Biosteel at level 4 instead of the self-cleanse, which might have been a good utility for the Hammer, but... I tend to keep chat filters on as a utility worker and a sailor. I get enough bad language at work, yeah. My buddy who does construction out here, and he's like a general contractor, but he's on the management side a little bit. He's like, dude, like there's days I get home from work and I have to like take a minute to myself. This Malthael is gonna be blown up trying to get to the backline with a Torment to Souls. Didn't even get the Nano Boost amplification. And BFG from Sergeant Hammer just as the Containment Disc will go out. Hortipult in from Hogger. Big arrow from Hanzo as well. A Divine Shield onto the Stukov as Banana shall be popped. Oh! Explosive arrow level 4 for Cure. Gets the splash damage onto this... onto the Stukov, and Tracer is going to be met with a giant Sergeant Hammer. Though during all of that, the objective phase still goes over the side of our red team. Maybe he thought the Stukov silence prevents the butt. Ah, yes, I do think that Stukov silence does prevent the butt. Indeed it does. You thought Stukov was going to die to a Shrine Defender. He did get the Divine Shield. And then he just died. He died to the explosion. But either way, Tracer's back in. We have 13 apiece in our levels. The big thing, we have the smelling salts for the Ana. Also to note, we've got the stacks on Diablo. Sorry, I forgot. Devastating Charge. I thought it was that, and I doubted myself. Really good silence from Stukov. Nagram is trying to back away. Another puddle out from Hunter Orc. Hunter Orc with the Lurking Arm almost getting a kill onto Diablo, who is forced to hearth out. He does have full souls. I can see the icon underneath him. That's going to be Masquerade getting jumped. Not Bop, though. I can't believe the staggering blow from Hogger didn't get a stun against the wall and get a kill. We do have Malthael soaking up the top lane during all of this as the Punisher does expire. Tracer's the target, but she's able to blink out. Nothing prevents the butt. I know, man. That's what happens in 2023. Okay. Ultralisk to grab a camp down here. Naisha's Memento. Does get some extra camp clear with those bounces. Nagram gets one charge on the Devastating Charge. Umbral Bind. That's a containment disc onto Diablo as he will be... He's not underneath the Lurking Arm, but Stukov could look for another Lurking Arm right now. That's a lot of damage. Also, the reason I keep mentioning is the low blow level 1. It's the reason I keep bringing up these Lurking Arms from Stukov. Low health pool heroes really getting chunked by that one. We all know the good old heavy low blow moment from CCL. 3 to 7 in our kills, and I think when we get into the next objective phase, we'll jump into the red team comms. I do think that's probably the smart call right here, as they are ahead in the map. We can see how they're going to play the next objective area. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's forgivable. So that was very important to silently sit here. Hanzo will finish out his level 1. And the 16 will be achieved to our red team first. Malthael, he thought about soaking out bottom, but then the rotation from the enemy was kind of... The enemy was not seen on the map, so this Malthael was like, alright, I'm probably going to get ganked if I go to bottom lane. Hog racing indeed. 16 talent to our right side. I'm staring at Kyr's level 16. I'm waiting for it. About 3/4 of a level to go. Camp in the bottom lane to be grabbed. This will push things up as the Arcane Punisher will be next. I'm just eagerly awaiting Kyr's level 16 because we all know it's going to be Flawless Technique. He would never take Piercing Arrow. Maybe he'll do it just for me. You know, maybe Kyr watches my stream. Hogger Hortipult's into Masquerade. Maev is looking for some pressure here as well. Oh, Masquerade is just committed to like, alright, I'll get 2 shots and then die. I guess I'll just die then.
Claim it in my name.
No! Boo earns. Alright, let's go get some red team comms.
Look, Diablo. Nice. We got Try now.
Yeah, Hellspain on it if you want to do something.
No, I think we're good.
Give me the camp too.
Just try to
or
get
that-
the thing ASAP.
Drive down to the bot side or like any of the sides so they hit
Yeah,
me.
I know.
I want some push me now. I'm fine, you can kill me.
Ooh, that was close.
Okay, I tried to open the wall already if you can.
Diablo 16 is reset Q. Careful.
I opened the wall already. We're gonna be able to dive. I will look for this gun, the hammer or Diablo gun.
I'm sleeping.
You
Okay,
fine?
he missed come on me.
Look at this
Maybe
guy, look
Diablo?
at this guy. Oh,
It is
He's silent, he's silent. We
Uh,
can chill a bit, we can chill a bit.
He sells the nano. Yeah.
We can go back now.
I can go in there.
Yeah,
Whatever.
look Emma, look Emma.
Oh, I didn't get him. I got
Matthew,
marked.
actually, Matthew,
Matthew.
Matthew.
Diablo next.
Diablo.
Next. Don't stun by the way.
Yeah.
The sun on nearby. We can try to end with this actually. I have to skin ton.
Yeah, I'm tanking. I'm tanking.
Yeah, go.
Go
I'm
get the shit first.
Haven't run.
I don't feel
Yeah,
it.
now we
Ah.
get mid fort maybe. Or mid keep.
Alrighty, you got to hear a little bit of those comms from the players right there as I'm back into my lobby voice area. And they thought about ending, but just didn't look like they were able to do so after the Punisher did expire. So we'll see what they're going to go for. I think we did hear something about mid lane keep to be called, and this is going to be an Umbral Bind, a lot of damage to silence, and a kill onto the Hammer. That does push the members of our red team into that 20 talent tier area, and that gives the Vigorous Vaulter for the Maiev. She has 2 charges of that Vault of the Wardens. Hogger did go into top lane to clear things out. Heard some Spell Shield activation as well. Umbral Bind onto Banana. Here comes Tracer as well, trying to get some pressure. An arrow goes wide of the enemy, not even connecting onto Hogger in mid lane. Containment Disc into Hanzo. Umbral Bind. That is a dead Hanzo. We have got a fantastic dive into the backline from Hogger. Tracer will be able to clear some of this up. Divine Shield onto the Maiev. Do we have the Bulwark of Light? No, we've got Uther with the respawn at level 20, and it's a double kill. We have a respawn onto Hammer just now. Stukov did go for the Bio-Explosion switch, but hold on, let's talk about this stunned out Tracer, who will go down to the Nexus Forces BFG, helping out with some extra damage. Massive shove onto the Malthael, dives back in onto Ultralisk. Probably able to get out of here as well. Gonna look for a mark to be thrown out, but is not able to do so. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, we got Katazon Core. They're dealing some fantastic damage into structures. 570 into structures, 532 on the other one. So Masquerade will come in here. Gonna get the bop on that one. And our next objective phase shall be announced in the top area fairly soon. Gonna be that Frozen Punisher. Oh, I keep going for my tea and I'm all out. I need to go make some after this game. Need to go make some more tea. Man, I gotta say, it was really nice to start the stream today with a little bit of Darkest Dungeon. A little bit of Darkest Dungeon, and then we did some casting. That was really fun. I like that a lot. Maybe we'll do that again in the future. It was nice to just have like a nice cozy... You know, it was nice and cozy while I was sitting there clenched, afraid that I was going to lose Nancy in the mission against the... what was it? The Apprentice Necromancer, I think it was the boss that we did. We did 2 bosses and a run or 2 extras, so that was pretty good Darkest Dungeon. And no one died. And no one died. But we got a lot of afflictions. 1 virtue, a lot of afflictions. 20 talent tiers off of that explosive arrow. Nano Infusion, Bullseye, Malthael, No One Can Stop Death, Hammer with the level 20, I forget, the Ultra Capacitors, Blink for Diablo, the Hellgate. Ultralisk is taking a bit of damage here, but so is Malthael. Apocalypse from Diablo, BFG from the Hammer. Containment Disc will go onto Hanzo, stopping him for a second. Ha! I'm trying to cash! Shut up!
Killer.
BRB Soaking is going to be going down. We have the Uther to be picked off as well, but he's got that redemption. Keep that in mind. He shall respawn soon. Thank you, Zig. Cure will start the objective area, and we have got waves pushing in through mid and bottom. Those are loud today? Well, yeah. We turned them up in the past because they were too quiet, and yeah. It's always a fought balance. Containment Disc on to the Ana. We've got Masquerade taking a ton of damage. Uther will fall. He doesn't have the redemption available. Hogger with the no control through a few enemies. Malthael is going to buy back in as he did go down to Maiev. Malthael cannot die for the next 3 minutes. If he does die within the window of this cooldown that No One Can Stop Death, his respawn timer is increased by 25%. So it's around like 80 seconds basically. And Stukov's about to respawn. Uther's still dead for 35. Sergeant Hammer with nearly an identical death timer as Uther's. So Ultralisk, short distance, little Spirit of Vengeance. We've got Malthael working on the objective quite quickly. Containment disc onto Diablo. Hanzo rips an arrow that is going to be mistimed with all of that. Staggering blow into Hanzo as well. Cure able to get the agility over the wall as Tracer now steps in. Banana's the target. Vaults from Ana trying to avoid some of Banana's CC, and it looks like everyone on the side of the blue team's able to disengage. I say that. Nagram... Oh, no, they've got the fort over there. They're fine. Uther will get to the quick soak over at their keep front gate. Nagram may have been dove and killed here. Yes, that's souls from Diablo spent to get him back in 1 second. Malthael, you can't die here. You can't die. It's a long death timer if you do. 80-second death timer for Malthael. How close was he? Nah, he was like halfway through, not even. Oh, he's about halfway through. Big force gun coming through. Hunter Orc is low. But Hunter Orc is fine. But they're fine. Objective phase still favored inside of our blue team. Man, I gotta say, the blue team's been shoved in for quite a bit of this game. They might be able to rally and bring it back in the latter half. All right. Yeah, I definitely need another cup of tea. Is that what the F stands for in blunt force gun? Yes. Big force gun. It's yeah, the blunt force gun. They will 38 the objective, clear out their core. Tracer going to be able to recall before Diablo gets any sort of CC combo onto her. Mid lane to be cleared out as well. But fine gun. Not butt fun gun? I'm here thinking it was big fucking gun. No, it's always been blunt force gun. There you go. It's always been blunt force gun. But I think everyone just assumes it's the F word. I think everyone's fair to assume that, honestly. Easy throw dynamite clears out the keep or the fort. Still 38-0, so I don't think they're gonna get it. Hey, we got a DC. They're back. They're gone. They're back. They're gone. All right, we have a DC, so let's pull it on back to Bandit Eye until that is resolved. Why did everyone leave their voice lobbies all of a sudden? That was weird. Wait, game 3. What? Oh, that was a different group. That's why. It's a different group. All right, we have a DC from one of the players, so we're just waiting to see what's gonna be going on with them. I thought it was Baja Force Gun. It is. It is indeed. It absolutely is. All right, we have a ready from one of the players. Ready is out from the team with the DC'd player. So we will wait for the readies from our red team, and then we'll get back into the game. Baja Fun Gun. Indeed. These things right here, that's not a squirrel. These are like the Tahoe type squirrel. I don't know, they're weird creatures. Alrighty, we got everyone back into the game. Thank you for your patience. Sorry for the slight delay as we have 20s apiece, 8 to 9 in our kills, and this Punisher could be going to core. We do have it going in favor for our blue team. Keep front gate's already been knocked down.
Has summoned a frozen Punisher.
Okay. Kira and the rest are going to be rushing on in. See if Nagram and the rest can actually, yeah, Malthael's hearthing out just to make sure there's no he's not. Malthael's not gonna hearth out. Okay. I feel like this isn't all in at this point because you got Katas in bottom. They're arriving to core. You better make this work out you better make this work out real fast. Sergeant Hammer's gonna be able to pepper into the core, or into the keep. That's gonna be helping out a ton. Malthael jumps in. That's containment disc onto the Tormented Souls Malthael. Nano Boost is still available as we do have our mid lane keep falling, and that's okay. Malthael, does he buy back in? He has it, but he's gonna wait. Core over here is gonna be losing a solid 27%. What's up, CP? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ninja. Is it for more testing, or is it for something new, if you don't mind me asking? know she had to go get a CAT scan or an MRI last week, so... I know you said that there was... It wasn't a stroke, but you still had... There were still new things to figure out. But as I said, if you don't feel like talking about it, I understand. Wishing you the best, bud. Wishing you the best. Hortipult in from the Hogger. He's going to throw a lot of trash on the ground, and that's Hanzo to go down first in this engagement. His body ragdolls to the right-hand side of our screen. Nagram has 89... This is a dead Diablo. This is going to be game right here, right now. The red team, they hold back the Punisher, then they're able to get themselves an open opportunity to go core. No Hanzo, no Diablo for anywhere from 45 to 50 seconds. And Tracer's already on course. She's trying to get some initial damage onto that shielding. Massive shove onto the nano-boosted Malthael, just trying to avoid some of that value that he has. It does expire. Got Hogger on core. He's got a decent amount of rage as well. We could see a no-control Hogger to be activated. He's going to no-control in, and then he's going to... Yep, there is the... I forget the name for it off the top of my head. The Hog Wild. The no-control, actually. It's level 20's no-control I was thinking of. That's the wrong button, Chris. I was mixing up Hog Wild and no control, even though Hog Wild is the basic, you know, ability name. Doesn't matter. Malthael goes down twice, back-to-back. A solid team kill to round out map number 2. GG, well played. Thank you, Zig. No plans for scans or anything. There's still no major stroke signs. Could be extreme vertigo, but uncertain. It's expected. Oh, God, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. All right, while all this is happening, I am going to run and grab a cup of tea. BRB. BRB. I think I have the water boiled. I think I just go grab it. Good boy, man. Alright, sorry I'm back. Don't want to miss a lobby. Did I miss the lobby? No, yes, no, yes. Which team won Infernal? It was the red team. The red team did win Infernal Shrines. Let's update our score as well. Oh. Apparently they're ready to send... Alright, Ninja, seriously, just wishing you all the best, bud. Wishing you all the best, my friend. Alright, we're gonna go to Battlefield for our next map, so I have my green tea. So if anyone is curious, it is, I don't know, my parents got this. It's from the English Tea Shop, and it was a variety of green teas. This one is Green Tea Tropical, so I thought I would try it. It's organic green tea with spearmint, lemongrass, grass, and tropical fruits. Organic spearmint, 15%, lemongrass, 12%, natural flavorings, 5%. Tea brewing 2 to 3 minutes, bag weight 2 grams, store in a cool, dry place. Well, obviously we know that's right next to me. Hey Squirrel, how's the tree climbing going? God, like, it's such a, like, the camera doesn't do it justice. It's so nice out today. I'm really excited for after stream to be able to take Bandit for another walk. But we got a lobby, we got a draft, we got a cast. No! Let's make this run, and then we'll just stay right here, and so just get a little spooky worm. You could use some tea. Come on over, CP. I got a bunch of tea. I got green tea. I got black tea. I got loose, like I got detox tea if you want. I got you, bud. What you want? What you need, chat? You're eating a Belgian waffle with strawberries? Oh, it sounds good. What makes a Belgian waffle a Belgian waffle? Is it from Belgium? Do they call Belgian waffles Belgian waffles in Belgium, or are they just waffles? These are the things that keep me up at night. These are the things that I worry about and I stress about all night long. Baha, why is your icon no sparkle? Because I am trash at this video game. I can only talk about it relatively okay. Oh, I thought I was in the... We have two kinds of famous waffles, to be honest. Oh, really? Is it Stroop waffle and the Belgian waffle? I love Stroop waffle. Oh, man. Should I eat it? No. Is it delicious? Yes. I love Stroop waffle. They call them Belgian waffles. Can confirm. Also, they charge way too much to people who they think are tourists. I mean, yeah. I mean, I live in a tourist town, so I get it. I absolutely get it. Sometimes there's an asshole fee. Stroop, I have a box of Stroop waffle in my kitchen because it was $10. It was like $10, $15 at Costco for like a huge box of Stroop waffle. Asshole fee? Yeah, some people come into Tahoe and they're entitled for things, so some shop owners may adjust pricings accordingly. It's not everywhere, but you know, sometimes if you're at a bar, like, well, I have a lot of friends. Yeah. I live in a tourist town. People come in and they're entitled. Like when Heavenly shut down for worker safety because there was so much snow in the past couple weeks, there were people on the Heavenly Twitter saying like, oh, well, Colorado's open. Colorado doesn't struggle. Oh, this and that. It's like, you have no fucking idea how it is to work on a mountain. I've taught snowboarding on local mountains in Detroit. I've done some teaching out here for some friends, like, you know, when they were short-staffed. I've never fully worked for a mountain, but I can understand and appreciate how much work goes into, like, clearing out the... It's just, it's a lot. And people come into town, they're entitled. They're on vacation. They deserve to have a good time. I love my parents because they understand that that's a mentality and they do not have that. All right, let's talk about the draft. I apologize. For Battlefield of Eternity, we got a Lucio Diablo ban on the left-hand side. Why would you ban Diablo? Don't you want Lobber to feed on it so heavily? There's no BBJ to save him. We have a Maiev and a Genji ban on the right-hand side, so no Maiev available for Ultralisk, who I think was the one who played it last game on Infernal really, really well. We started out with a Stukov Hogger for the members of the blue team, Hanzo, Yrel, Muradin for the red. We're going to see a Tracer ban in the second ban phase, and last ban of the game, maybe a tank priority ban? Could be a ban onto a hero that does race, and it is going to be Li Ming, who pokes really good around these objective phases. Entitled, I thought you were in Tahoe. That was good. I like that one. You did not need a kappa for that. That was funny. I like that. Yeah. Even then, like I was telling this exact same thing a week or so ago, and Hostile was in chat. Hostile worked for I forget which, I think it was Breckenridge I think he worked for, but he worked at Breckenridge when he was younger, and I was saying all these things. He's like, these people have no fucking idea what it is to work on a mountain. I go, exactly. Anduin and Chromie round out the draft for the red team. Interesting draft for Battlefield, but single target lockdown can be really good for the Chromie, so her burst ability is high. Sylvanas to round out the draft on the left-hand side. I personally love the blue draft the most. I love this draft. Is it execution heavy? Absolutely. If it's executed well, it's going to be amazing to watch. So, let me go ahead and start a prediction. Let me go ahead and get all of that good stuff running for us. Battlefield of Eternity. I always mess it up because I add an extra I, and I did it again, even though I didn't need to. And you're like, Bahamut, where would you add an extra I? Don't ask me, ask my brain! This water wasn't hot enough to steep this green tea, but that's okay. I have one of those fancy kettles that have like the different heat settings for the different teas. So I usually, like when I start stream, I'll just boil a thing of water so that way if I want green, it's usually cooled by then. But whatever. I'm making a mess over here. Any gamblers in chat? That's fruity. That's very tropical and fruity. On the left-hand side, we have the members of our blue team. There's your level 1s if you do want to check them out. Alarak did go for the negatively charged at level 1. Extended Lightning, negatively charged level 4. Ultralisk on the Alarak. X-Ray to play the Garrosh. Critical on the Sylvanas. Captain Rex playing Stukov. And in the top lane, we've got Flyman on the Hogger. You still have a solid minute for your gambles. Over on the right-hand side, we got Sven on the Urel. Anduin to be played by Banana. Drac on the Chromie. Dead Inside on the Hanzo. And Lauber, I don't know who, this must be a new player. I've never heard of their name before. Must be a new player in Heroes of the Storm. Will be on the Muradin. We'll see how they are able to do on their brand new Muradin. I mean, I think Lauber came from one of those 3D MOBA games. Like a Paragon type game. There was a Paragon game that he was playing for quite a bit. You keep losing, but that means that everyone in chat is winning. I mean, realistically, what I always do when I'm losing is I do the opposite of what my gut says. Like, if I'm like, oh yeah, I think this is the better draft, I do the opposite. And then, of course, that's when the initial draft I thought was going to win wins, of course. Of course, that's how it always goes. Alrighty. Okay. So, top lane will be Flyman versus Sven. Oh, as a reminder as well, this VOD will be going up on YouTube. Seems like people have been enjoying the long format EU in-house game VODs, so I'll be adding those in as well. Stukov is going to get thrown away by X-Ray and lives just fine. I thought there was actually going to be a bit of a scary moment for said Stukov, but not the case on Battlefield of Eternity. 6.4 to 4.4. Nice gambles, chat. I appreciate you. Sylvanas Black Arrows clearing things out in this bottom lane. Stormbolt from Lauber. Really good damage into Ultralisk, and the Alarak is fine. What? Huh? I thought Alarak was dead to rights right there. One stack on the Extended Lightning level 1. You will see Alarak trying to target some of the towers behind the enemies. X-Ray gets Goomba Stomp, but it's actually Chroma that steals the first blood. But that's actually what I learned from a lot of Alarak players watching them is when they take this level 1, they try and finish it out by hitting 3 heroes by targeting a structure so that there's 3 heroes in between. Doesn't always work, or even a minion wave. Just trying to hit the Extended Lightning beyond the enemies to capture everyone in the center. We'll see how that does work out. I feel like I rarely ever see the 3 hero 10% back. I feel like I barely ever see that last little bit of the reward completed. Critical on the far side of this. Doesn't look like anyone's able to invade in time. That is a Dwarf Toss over the wall. Lauber getting some great damage. Chromie also. Oh no, Lauber is going to be thrown right next to Critical. Gets a little bit of healing from the Stukov. The Alarak will be sniped. Lauber started streaming out of nowhere. Yeah, he was doing, he was playing that one 3D MOBA, and he was streaming that for a while, and then I guess he took a little bit of a break or something. And now he's back in HOTS, or maybe the EU in-house has brought him back, or maybe he's doing Meta Madness, not 100% sure. As a reminder, we will be doing Meta Madness on Saturday and Sunday. I will be getting up very early. It'll be at 7 a.m. PDT. If you're on the East Coast, that's 10 a.m. And if you're in Europe, it's 15 CET. There is there's a closer difference in our time zones. It's rather than being a 9-hour difference, it's now 8 because the US is 1 hour ahead due to the spring forward that's already happened. Europe will spring forward on the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for correctly saying PDT. You're welcome. You are the second person to acknowledge that today. I do it for you all. As I said, if let's say there's 100 people in chat, there's maybe like 5 people that are like, hell yeah, brother. And I do it for you 5 people. I do it for the 5%. Well, Hogger goes, oh, no, he doesn't go into top lane. I thought he was going to be rotating up there, just going to be sticking around for the defense around the objective area. We will be getting into comms later in the game. I just want to wait for level 10s and maybe a little bit more of an explosive moment. Right now, it's going to be we might have a team fight, but it's not as, I don't know, they're not as exciting as they are when it is the 10 talents here with the heroic additions as well. Just zooming out a little bit here, seeing how things are looking. We've got defensive posturing from both sides. Blue team is kind of surrounding their immortal, but now Belith maybe is the target. The members of the blue team don't have the best race. They do have the Sylvanas. That's all right, but of course, Hanzo. A little bit better there with that serrated arrow. I prefer PBT. I don't know that one. I don't know that time zone, sorry. Is that a Pacific butt time? Belith moves into the top lane. He will have 50% shielding and dealing some decent damage into structures. I believe it is just over 1,000, correct? Yeah. 1,092 damage into structures. Alarak with a little telekinesis. He does have the... Oh... I'm blanking on the level 7 name specifically. Applied force as the Sylvanas goes down. That was really what I was looking at. The Stukov will be slowed by the slowing sands. Alarak in the flank position, looking for something here. Not 100% sure what Ultralisk is going for. Has to use the telekinesis to get away. Hanzo's almost done with his level 1. Can we check really? Can we break the game really quickly and find out what Hanzo needs to hit still? W. Hanzo needs to hit Hogger 2 more times. All right, let's break off that. Easy backspace. There we go. Sorry, I was just resetting the vision really quickly, and Banana gets thrown in. That's a good scatter from Hanzo as well. Ultralisk getting very low. Alarak does go down. The lurking arm from Stukov will take out the Anduin. X-Ray has to pop the Indomitable, but his own Sylvanas body blocks. Oh no, your own teammate body blocking because they were waiting for the Haunting Wave to be in a better position, and that will be the Garrosh going down as well as the Alarak traded for that Anduin. We take a look at our level, or excuse me, our other talents. I was looking at the level 1 for Hanzo. He did finish that out. Hey Zulrose, good to see you, bud. Sorry if I missed you earlier. 10 talent tier, Haymaker? Ah, of course not. Alarak gets the telekinesis, still gets hit with the arrow from Hanzo. Lauber still chasing him with a Stormbolt, has the piercing and cooldown value. Post level 10, Garrosh finishes out his level 1 Groundbreaker, that Warbreaker ready to go. Ultralisk looking to just pressure out the Chromie. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas, can Drak get out? Yes, Anduin with the Light Bomb. Lauber doesn't have a Dwarf Toss to be able to get in. Hey, he's got the Avatar. Will be able to get the Dwarf Toss onto X-Ray. And that's a kill from Chromie into the Garrosh as the objective phase will be spawning in the east-west positioning. Race potential. No, defensive positions. Race potential would be blue on the right, red on the left, but this is defensive as red's on the right, favoring their side. Did anyone free the... By the way, in your own games, click on this little sword. Left-click on this sword many, many times in your own games. A little Easter egg for the map. It is on the top right of the map always. It is always right there. Help me step Peepo, I'm stuck. 5 gifted subs. How are you doing today, Slurf? Alarak to clear out top, Urel to go manage bottom lane. I'm going to pull away our talents really quickly. A deadly charge for the Alarak. No counter-strike from him. Avatar about to be available for Lauber. He does have the cooldown reduction off his W's as well. Ooh, Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas will be able to lock down, or excuse me, will solidify the kill into Chromie. Chastise gets a piercing leg stat for X-Ray, or Banana. X-Ray was getting scattered by the Hanzo. Lauber looking to poke out here, but I don't think he's going to be able to... Ooh, gets stunned against the wall. Telekinesis in. Toss. Light Bomb. Taunted. Flailing swipes might have actually just saved Lauber there. He's able to get the Avatar off. Gets some heals from Anduin. Banana with a nice Desperate Prayer. I do think that was. And Alarak goes down. I don't know if he actually had any sadism to really reset right there. It is going to be the Stukov to fall. Sven chasing in, gets the Righteous Hammer against the wall. No scatter, but this is going to be the Immortal. And this is only the first half. We actually didn't hit the halfway mark. This Immortal not below 50%, but there you go. You will see halfway mark. And our talents are back up, so I was just skimming to see if there's anything worthy of note. We still are waiting to see Alarak finish out the Extended Lightning. Negatively Charged does have 8 stacks currently, building up that percentage as well. I'm curious, isn't it like 40%? Yeah, 40%, because it's 5 times 8. It's 5 times the number you see for the level 4. Working from homes, some listening and some people casting. Oh! What you're doing right now is what I used to do all the time, is I would load up a Heroes of Storm stream and I would like half listen, half watch. Like I'd get like a good chunk of work done, then I would take like a 5-6 minute break and just watch the stream, chat a little bit, and then just do that repeatedly. And I appreciate that I'm the place that you hang out during your workday. I appreciate it for a lot of you. I'm sure there's a bunch of people that just open up the stream, they lurk, they listen, and work through their day. So I do hope that I improve your Thursdays. As a reminder, tomorrow is Friday. We are doing Dark Souls 2, and we have got our Discord movie night. We're going to be watching Fifth Element. Saturday, Sunday, I'll be up super early for Meta Madness. And then Sunday afternoon, we will be having a cooking stream. Right after Meta Madness, I'll run into the kitchen, and we'll be doing a cooking stream making almond boneless chicken. It's going to take a long time to debone all those almonds, but I know it's going to be worth it for you, chat. I do apologize. I was trying to adjust my chair as the Alarak does go down in the flank position. That's Captain Rex getting thrown out. Wailing Arrow from the Sylvanas. Hogger with a bounce through the enemy, but it doesn't look like they're going to be deterred from this siege in the bottom. Lobber jumps in past the fort. Great Stormbolt, great value. Now, I do want to point out something that I'm not the biggest fan of from Lobber, and that is that he took healing static. I learned this from Lobber. I learned this from watching his streams a while ago when he was playing just a bunch of Murden. He goes, I get to level 13, I carry the game, and we win with Bronzebeard Rage. I'm not saying he's wrong for taking this talent. I just think he's wrong for taking this talent. No, I just love Bronzebeard Rage. Like, I feel like you have to take it. Tomorrow is Suffering Day. Tomorrow is Suffering Day, Lord Hakos. Indeed it is. Every day is suffering when you're in my channel. Alarak does go down once again. Hogger with a spit into Dead Inside on the right-hand side of our screen. Left side Lobber still trying to find a fight. I'm just saying, if you had Bronzebeard Rage, you'd be killing it right now, Lobber. Hogger does go down. Lobber trying to back away. Is there a Leap of Faith? Is there a Leap of Faith? No. Did Banana even have it? Did Banana have Leap of Faith? He did. What's the range on Leap? Oh, dude, Banana could have leapt that. Banana totally could have leapt that. I'm actually not even sure. I think it would have been a Kaimo cleanse in the end. I think it would have been a Leap of Faith that ended up with Lobber still dying, so. As I said earlier, we will get into some comms. We're going to jump into the red team comms when the next objective phase does pop up. Want to hear what they're talking about. They are the team with the more kills and the more experience, so it probably is best to jump into theirs. That's a deadly strike in front of the Alarak. Ultra is going to be looking for some great damage into the Chromie. She does fall. The camp will go over the side of the red team as the arrow goes wide from Dead Inside. Ultralisk getting a bit of scatter damage. Still, I was about to be like, hello? I was about to be like, hello, Ultralisk? You just gonna die out straight right there to the camp? Staggering blow into the wall, Stormbolt from Lobber, taunted, silence, lurking arm, wailing arrow. Lobber is gonna get beaten up here, and maybe it is not gonna be our red team that we jump into. It might be the blue team that we gotta jump into here in just a moment. He wanted him to suffer for no rage.
Before my wrath, demon.
Deadly charge. Alright, let's get some comms going here, team.
Oh, one.
No, I'm putting my team. Okay.
I'm looting. Fine. Super fine. Tapping.
I'm on my way.
Yeah.
They're back in. Yeah, they're gonna tap. Then we can keep poking them down and then they want to tap.
Coming. Gonna jump in here. The Alarak.
Arrow.
Yep.
To go. Vision.
Third? 10th? Oh, I'm stopping cheating.
Minus. Yep.
Still lose one. Fucking spin. Baby hogger.
How you go?
Alrighty, sorry, I was making sure that I'm also deafened and muted because I was just chilling in the lobby voice. This is going to be Hogger going down, and for the members of the red team, they're going to confirm the top lane keep, and I think they just go straight. Death timers are not the longest. Death timers are not the longest. Alaric was charging the ult in the little hallway. Then Hanzo scattered. Oh yeah. This I saw this little charge here when I was swapping into comms. Alrighty, okay. Top lane keep does go down. Lobber soaking out here. I was mentioning, or I was showing you in the while we were in comms. He has that dwarf launch, but he also has the heavy impact. So nice synergy with those two, with the slow, but also you get the cooldown reduction, range increase as well. Now, Belitha will be moving into bottom lane. We know this because it's the more well-defended lane, as it does have the keep still available. Let's take a look at the damage and such for this Immortal. 1,660 damage into structures. Going to be having 23,000 and some change when it comes to health, but more so, look at that bar of shielding. About less than 20,000 bar of shielding for the Immortal as it moves in through the bottom lane. Ultralisk is going to be popped like a pimple. No sadism for that Alarak available. He did go into pure malice, but no allies died before him, so he didn't get any value from that. Hogger should get hit by dead inside with a singular strike. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas can't be activated. She does go down. No Will of the Forsaken from Sylvanas again. This is the second game we've seen with a Sylvanas that does not have a Will of the Forsaken pick. A little interesting right there, but all two keeps will go down. All structures have fallen. We've got a camp in the top lane, Hanzo with a scatter, but this is going to be Big Bad Bella through the bottom lane, taking down the core, and our red team will take map number 3 in today's EU in-house. So some fantastic games so far, great plays from all around, and, well, 5-22, favorite side of the red team. The GGs are called, and map number 4 goes to the red team. Number 3, sorry. Choose outcome. The red team did win. The red team has won. There's your talents if you want to see them. Lawbird not even needing a level 20. Alright, we paid out the people. Let's go ahead and bring it on back to Bandit and I, and let's get rid of some ads while we are waiting. By the way, did you know we're only 9 subs away from our sub goal? Just saying. We're just only 9 subs away. Just casually. That's updated. What am I forgetting to do? Oh, yes, forgetting to push the ad button. Ads are on when there's downtime. Tell Bandit he's perfect. Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. Thank you very much for the redemption. Back with an excessively strong tea. What did you get? Did you get some Assam tea? Assam tea like makes me I like vibrate when I drink that stuff. It's so much caffeine for me. Whoa! Whoa! Gato, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much. If you got a gifted sub from Gato, welcome to the Bahamuts. If you didn't, give me your subs. Mate tea? Mate tea? That's what it corrects it to for me, is M-A-T-E. Traditional South American caffeine-rich infused herbal drink made from soaking dry leaves in yerba mate. Oh, it's mate. Okay, yerba mate. Okay, I see now. Not mate, yerba mate. In hot water, traditionally served with a metal straw. I need to make sure I don't miss a lobby here and be an idiot. Okay, I didn't miss a lobby. I didn't. Pull back my Wikipedia page. Oh, you misspelled it. No worries. No worries. And actually, your misspelling kind of helped me figure out the pronunciation because like if you said MAT, I'd be like, mate, what's up, mate? History, name, culture, preparation, brewing. Bitrate is falling randomly, and I don't know why. Alright, we're good. Thank you again, Gato, for the gifted subs. What is that? 24 gifted subs in this channel. Thank you very much. Doing a toasted version with the metal straw, not with the metal straw thingy. Ah, okay. Ah. I think, are we waiting on another game to end? I think we are. I think we're waiting for a different game to end. Whoa, Jesus Christ. No, we weren't actually waiting for a game to end. We were just waiting for the lobby. Holy shit. I'm falling. You were falling. A bit rate. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Walter, for the 5 gifted subs as well. If you get a gifted sub from Walter, welcome to the Bahamuts. Thank you so very much. We hit our sub goal. Yay! We hit the sub goal, everybody. Thank you so much for your generosity. Alrighty. Best of Baja number 6. Yes. Alrighty. Yes. Spooky Worm cosplay. Our next thing is it's an old one, but I was thinking that we still try and do the Orlando painting. Get wrecked goals. Thank you again. Did we smash a sub goal again? We did. We did. Thank you all seriously for your generosity. You're all insanely nice. Thank you. New sponsorship opportunity. What is it? Let's see. Star Trek, War and Thunder, and these are all games that I do not want to play on my stream. I went to Stream Elements to do something, and my ADD is the issue. Gato, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, Walter, as well. Thank you, everyone, for your generosity today. All right, total subs. How do we feel? Do you guys want... Do you want me to do the Baja Ross and Orlando? Challenge Baja Ross. Are we into it? Can I store a bandit-related redeem when Bandit wakes up? He's awake right now. He's just curled up. I just saw him moving really quickly. But sure, Lava. Yeah, you can. I could do it after this game if you'd like. Squirrel! All right, let's get into the draft because I know that's happening right now. Baja and chat are beyond awesome. This is always my go-to stream every single day, and yes, Ban is the best boy. Oh, Walter, that's nice of you. Thank you all seriously for all the kind words today. So many of you have been so very nice to me. I really appreciate it. Iron Flare, you didn't die earlier. You didn't die in Darkest Dungeon. Nobody died in Darkest Dungeon earlier. Nobody. Nobody. Nancy came really close. She tried to die. No, that's gaslighting. It's not her fault. It's mine. That's gaslighting. No, this is my fault. Petition to remove the cooldown on telling Bandit he's perfect. I mean, I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't think that's an unreasonable petition. What are you offering up for it? What are you offering up for it? All right, sorry. Let me do this really quickly, and then. Oh, I can only make it minutes. Can I make it point? No, I can't. I had it as 69 minutes because it was a meme. There we go. Save. All right. Thank you all. Tell Bandit he's perfect. Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. See, this is what's going to happen. People are going to spam it, and I'm going to have to do this constantly. Crostamos, thank you for the follow. Sorry if I got your name wrong. All right, let's take a look here. We have a Lucio Hogger band on the left-hand side. We got a Genji and a Hammer on the right. Blaze, Hanzo, Rhaegar for the members of our blue team. Obviously, on Towers of Doom, they are going to Cho'Gall right here, right now, so they should ban away the Cho'Gall. Honest to God, this is Cho'Gall, right? This is Cho'Gall right here. Easy peasy Cho'Gall squeezy. This is your choice for having a perfect dog. No, you know, they say the saying of like, you don't choose the dog, it chooses you. It's so true though. It's so freaking true. Like Bandit's adoption day, he was just staring at me, and I was like, "Yep, you're coming home with me, bud." Falstad banned away. Obviously, it's a Cho'Gall because Falstad's really good against Cho'Gall. No, I mean, it's probably not going to be. We have double global so far for our right side team between Dahaka Brightwing, so the double soak rotation should be fine for the Dahaka. I think now you're just going to look for a solid core composition. Looking for something to play off the Brightwing. Muradin's available. Diablo's available. Those are great tanks to pair into the Brightwing as well for follow-up CC. We are actually going to hold our tank. We're going to see a Junkrat and Sylvanas. They're holding their tank for the... Medivh, Diablo, sniped immediately. Alrighty, there's a Medivh in the game, ladies and gentlemen. There is a Medivh in the game. Let's get our toilet flush noise ready in case we do see Medivh losing stacks. Don't give up hopes for Brogall. I mean, I do my best, but... Oh, a bird. Oh, a bird. Birdman makes it in. What's the last pick? What are we going to see for our tank into Diablo? Garrosh? Stitches. It makes really good sense with the Brightwing, Junkrat, Sylvanas already. Mind controls, steel traps, polymorph. So really good draft, really good draft. Let me go ahead and start writing out the prediction, and I will run the prediction once we get into Towers of Doom and I introduce the teams and the score, the names and everything. 1, 2, 3. This is our 4th map of the day. Okay. It's so funny because after I did Meta Madness on Sunday, I raided over to Cure, and Cure literally was drafting Cho'Gall, and I was like, wow, the one day I don't do Ravencourt in-houses, that's when people are going to run Cho'Gall. I feel insulted. Anyways, the gamble has begun. Make sure you get your gambles in.
Hey, listen.
And we're going to go ahead and get into map number 4, Towers of Doom. Let's go ahead and see how things shape up for these two teams. As on the left-hand side, we got our blue squad. There's your level 1s too, if that does influence your voting. Ultralisk on the Medivh. Dead Inside on the Hanzo. Hunter Orc to play the Rhaegar. We got Lobber on Diablo and a play on the Blaze. Over on the right-hand side, we are looking at Svampgrad on the Dahaka, Cure on the Sylvanas, Banana on the Brightwing, Masquerade to play the Junkrat, and Nagram to play the Stitches. You can see the level 1s. You can make your predictions because you've got over a minute left on that gamble time. Redemption Hanzo, level 1. Redemption Hanzo, Patchwork Creation for the Stitches, Enhanced Agility for the Dahaka. Nothing really else to note. I am looking at Diablo's level 1. I want to see what Lobber goes into. Is he Feast on Fear? Is he is actually Feast on Fear. Stunning an enemy hero with Shadow Charge or Overpower heals Diablo for 10% of his maximum health over 3 seconds. So does this lead into auto build? Does this lead into Shadow Charge build? Or are we just going to see Fire Stomps? We'll find out here in a little bit as Dahak has already meandered his way into top lane. Portal set up for the Medivh, Lobber, and friends looking to jump on in onto Cure immediately. Cure taking about 50% of their HP. In damage. I guess that's really all you could do. He takes 50% of healing from Lobber. Wait a minute. Shadow Charge will connect on to the Brightwing. Junkrat's Concussion Mine does push him away. Meanwhile, Masquerade being chased. Fascia from Brightwing not coming through in time. Hanzo auto attacks amplified by the chase of Rhaegar will find first blood to the members of our blue team.
First blood.
Yeah, if you don't see gambles, always refresh. That is, if you hear me talking about gambles and you don't see them, F5 the stream. It's just, Twitch has been weird lately. I mean, apparently this, like, the CEO of Twitch, who's been there for like 16 years or whatever, he just stepped down today, so that's not sketchy at all. Also, the new ad incentive program is Doggy Doodoo. We were talking about it earlier. I was showing everyone what it looks like. This is a contested camp, but it's still going to go over the side of our red team. Portal out from Medivh. No level 4, no Raven Familiar to make plays with after they back away. 20 stacks for Medivh on his baseline. Medivh still working on that Arcane Rift, but hey, that's not too bad. Hook onto Diablo, Polymorph to follow up. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas not activated. Blaze to go soak in the top mid rotations. A little twin flame onto the fort front gate as the Dahaka makes his way to the top. Sappers and bottom are going to be trying to work their way into this. Lobber getting chunked here, but he should be fine. Oh, my apologies. And mid lane Stitches does go down to the Hanzo. He's got 7 out of the 12 stacks for the Redemption speed upgrade. He does have the flawless technique. That's not right. Ignore all distractions. I knew it right, and then I forgot it. So ignore all distractions gets the insta-kill onto the minions, also gives a range increase to Hanzo, which I believe he's at 8.6 range at this. 8.5 range. So he outranges all structures by 0.5. Towers are 7.8 range, and keeps and forts are, and cores as well, but obviously you can't auto the core here, are all in 8 range. So if he hits a minion, he can outrange structures for how long is it? 5 seconds? 3 seconds. First objective phase is up and available. Stitches already in position in the lower half. Will we see... I was going to wonder if they would invade this since Stitches is already showing down there, but a quick rotation down. Sylvanas will try and slow things a bit. Dead Inside's going to be looking for a Sonic Interruption. Portal forward from Medivh. Hunter Orc gets a little chain heal out. Blaze looking for the channel on the left-hand side with some healing underneath that. Dahaka hasn't gotten the right, but I don't think there'll be an invade. Actually, Blaze might be able to get the channel and then invade. We'll see. Does he mount up and head to the right? He does indeed. Dahaka will be showing as this has global vision, but let's take our focus down to the bottom over here. Lobber's gonna get the shadow charge. He did go into said shadow charge at level 4 with the sacrificial soul, and oh my god, Lobber lives! The portal from Ultralisk perfectly placed. Little chain heal out, and oh, we still have the brawl actually between the Dahaka and the Blaze in top. No channel on that one. Cure should get the channel. A portal is set up, but it's mostly just a visual threat. Dahaka should get the right side. Blaze channeling, or clearing out the top lane. And this will be 8 shots into the Raven Lord from the Gravekeeper right side. I do see minor improvements from Twitch from time to time, but they usually come with the same major issue. Yeah, it's one step. You literally, I was just about to say, Twitch feels like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I absolutely agree with you. Twitch got worse again. The ad incentive program is stupid. If you remind me after this game, I can show you while we're waiting for our next map. The ad incentive stuff is like, it's literally a step backwards. They're like, ooh, we'll offer you more money, but we don't know, you won't know how much. Also, I hate that the only options are 3, 5, and 6 minute ads or something like that. It's really stupid. Like, why can't I do the revenue split for 1 to 2 minute ads? Well, I don't want to run 3 minute ads for every single hour for a month. That's too fucking long. It's just stupid. It's absolutely asinine. 3 minute. All right, either way, my apologies. The boss is up and available. We do have Medivh finishing out baseline Arcane Rift stacks. So, Medivh, it's time to turbo it, bud. Mystery money, I know. But here's the thing, in the example they give you, they actually show the average that you should be making. So the caveat is that I am a partnered streamer, but I'm not a special partnered streamer. Because there's the echelon above partner, the secret partner level. I'm not joking. I'm actually, like, this is 100% true. Nice scatter. I was wondering if the Brightwing was going to be able to back away, but a fantastic scatter from Dead Inside will be able to land that kill. Single altar phase. There should be a channel to the left-hand side, so we should see parity in score on the map. Speaking of things on the screen, we will have 10 Talontiers at the top in just a moment, so as we always do, let's cycle through those numbers. That's a drag from Swamp onto Lobber. Diablo gonna Shadow Charge onto Cure. Big jet propulsion from the Blaze, who popped the Pyromania. Haunting Wave to the Sylvanas. There's a Steel Trap, and I think that was onto the Blaze. Portal forward from Medivh as well. They're looking at Masquerade. Masquerade gonna be sniped by Medivh. Diablo does have full souls, and then a second later, he hits level 10, so he's got the 75 cost, or consumption. Leyline, Ancestral, Dragon's Arrow, and Apocalypse. Twitch viewership is down the first time since 2018. Do you know what the other thing too is? Twitch also, oh my god, the Raven Familiar almost getting the kill onto Cure right there. Twitch recently posted, they were like, hey, we've noticed that a lot of people are complaining that raid things are low and viewership's weird. Have you asked your community to refresh their browser after a long browsing time? It's like watching a stream. Like, it was basically Twitch came out and they were like, oh, it's working fine for us. Don't know why it's not working for you. It's like, oh yeah, thank you. That is a Dragon's Arrow into an Apocalypse, but where's the available damage? Mind Control from Cure onto the Diablo. Meanwhile, on the bottom of our screen, Dead Inside, almost going down to Nagram. We get the Ancestor Healing connecting onto Diablo, who was hit with a Isolation. Protection from Medivh. Leyline Seal out as well. Blaze looking for a flank into Banana. Lobber so low. Blaze gets a Jet Propulsion, only getting one stun. Lobber polymorphed. Does go down. The bunker won't be able to save him. Diablo Souls will be spent to bring him back right here, right now. Drag from Dahaka connecting onto the Stitches, or onto the Blaze as Stitches does land a hook. Masquerade so very low with 200-something HP. Cure does go down. Single altar on the bottom of the map. Rhaegar biting out. Hanzo, natural agility over the wall, trying to find sustained damage. Phase shift from Brightwing onto Masquerade as Dead Inside almost gets picked up by Nagram after that fantastic, beautiful hook. Imagine expecting viewers to leave a PC on watching something in the background for more than an hour, though, Baha. Oh man, that's crazy. Who would ever lurk in a stream for hours on end to support their friends? Nice Emerald win, which should confirm the kill onto Lobber as he was tanking tower shots, but still 4 shots into the core of our red team. 32-28 in core HP. And a question mark onto Masquerade. Probably need to reinstall Twitch, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I do that all the time. Like when I went snowboarding yesterday, if I had power, I would have left a stream on my PC. Like I usually do that. When I normally go snowboarding, I do that. Since I had no power, I couldn't leave lurk streams. Beautiful arrow from Hanzo right there for the follow-up CC. Leyline Seal onto 2, Banana. Emerald Wind is not available for 2 seconds, and that'll be the window that allows the kill into Junkrat into Junkrat happen. Only crazy people do that, like those chilly Netflixers. Yeah, yeah. Oh, good drag, but it's just gonna be a drag. Does stop actually Lobber from getting any sort of like overpower Shadow Charge displacement onto Swamp Grotto. Level 13 is hit by our right side team, so you can see that hook increase, that 40% range increase with their extended hook. Double altar phase coming up. Obviously not going to be game ending, but we could see 8 shots into the enemy core, or we'll see him split. And checking the Dahaka Brushstock cooldown, 16 seconds away, so it's going to be about 10 seconds just after this. Emerald win from the Brightwing. Arrow gets a huge, I wanted to say fantastic, but we're kind of hitting that word a lot today, so I'm going to stop trying to use the fantastic phrase. Junkrat will be able to get the channel in the bottom, so at least, as I said, it's going to be split. Ultralisk sidesteps the hook from Stitches, and this will be channel from Hunter Orc in the center of the map. So 4-4, traded shots.
Enough of this charade. Bring down the Gravekeeper's core.
Leyline Seal from Medivh. Lobber's able to get the Shadow Charge. Apocalypse right next to it. Lobber is tanking some tower shots, but he really doesn't seem to care. Hunter Orc bites in on the butt. Phase shift from the Brightwing. Sylvanas is down here as well, and Ancestral will connect onto Dead Inside, who's looking for a scatter off the wall into Stitches, but it doesn't connect, as the hook will. And the Emerald Wind does push Dead Inside back. That is a kill to the members of the red team, finding some sort of revenge after Junkrat does go down. Meanwhile, on top, Blaze doesn't land a Jet Propulsion range, and Swamp God is able to get out. Blaze has to go and clear the wave before that does crash into the fort. Dahak is able to get the Hearth out. I do believe he still has Brushstock available. I'm looking. Yes, he did use Brushstock into this engagement here. A drag onto Lobber. Is it devastating? There's a isolation, a cleanse, another hook, and Lobber's able to leave the engagement. Blaze did rotate down, but he pops a little bit of that adrenaline stim pack, and he's able to rotate back into mid. I do want to point out the level 16 for Medivh. We have the Temporal Flux. Also, I do want to point out that the Hanzo accidentally took Giant Slayer. Mind Control into Blaze, drag to follow up as well from the Dahaka. Sylvanas is going to be doing her best to just whittle away at Blaze's health pool. Hanzo does answer back with a Dragon's Arrow, Apocalypse from Diablo will be able to set up this kill into said Dahaka as the Emerald win from Brightwing's used, but Cure is going to go down. Now, are we going to be seeing, is this going to be 12 shots into the enemy core? I don't think we see a bell tower conversion. Rhaegar's already in position. Well, that's a hook. Bunker down from Blaze. Rhaegar gets the channel on the top right of our minimap. We've got Hanzo running away. Protection. Riptire. Uh-oh. Oh, nice! Dip, dive, and dodge. Hunter Orc with another channel, and... oh, I thought Lauber and them, they were waiting for someone to come through the portal. But the death timers, even with the spread volley from Junkrat, they can't delay this out, and 12 shots do rain into the enemy core.
Your powers will be Gravekeeper, like all the others.
Baha not recognizing anti-Dahaka tech when he sees it. I think you might have missed the joke, homie. Alrighty. Mid lane wave will be cleared out by the tower. Dahaka's up in top still, and Diablo with his devastating charges. Still 3 more to go. Dragon's Arrow will connect into Banana. Swamp Grotto in the back lands a... Nice! No way does that Ancestral come out in time! I thought that was a Medivh dead to rights. He gets the... No, he doesn't get the portal. Dahaka will get the kill. Dead inside, getting those autos. Scatter will be good. The Hanzo natural agility away. Insta-mount as well. I believe that's level 13 mounted archery. So we see a Medivh for his Stitches. Blaze does push up mid-wave. You forget, Baha, Medivh cheats. At level 20 he does.
Once more, the altars rise from the depths.
I'm sure in an hour or so time I'll be awake. Just in time to go to sleep. I know that feeling way too well. I had to read that one for like twice because I was like, what? No, I'm with you on that. Oh yes, I can go to bed in 1 hour, but in 1 hour I'm gonna be wide awake and I won't be able to sleep. Yep, I know that feeling. Hunter Orc tries to get out of here, very low and polymorphed as well. Diablo does finish out his devastating charges. Altars are up and available, dead inside. That's a scatter onto Swamp Grotto. Stitches maybe looking for a hook here onto Dead Inside. Will be able to land it. Dead Inside tried to wiggle away. It didn't work out. Medivh is over here chasing down Cure. He cheats. Well, once again, he doesn't have 20, but Temporal Flux is insanity for cooldown reduction. Oh, no, the fight does continue, actually. They're not going to be going for the channel. Granted, I do want to point this out. If our blue team, if they win this engagement, they get both altars and they get boss, it's GG. Isolation, but Diablo's got souls. Can he get away? Okay. It felt like an NA move for them to continue a fight. Yes, because NA is the only region to ever overextend in team fights. It's not like people in EU in-houses would do it either. What's this regional get this regional superiority out of my Twitch chat. Get that shit out of my Twitch chat. All regions suck except for Korea. You know it, I know it. If you don't admit it, you're just living in doubt. Dragon's Arrow will connect. Blaze follows up with a jet propulsion and a double pop for the blue team as Swamp Grotto goes for a drag onto Hanzo. Riptire from Masquerade. Riptire will get the value. Ancestor Healing does come out. Farseer's Blessing, a snipe onto Masquerade. Single altar will be next in the bottom of the map. Do we see a boss play? Question mark from Lauber. The clapback. Missed those early AM streams for HGC Korea? Oh, dude, me too. HGC, like, there was a few times where I would just, like, I would be up at, like, 1 in the morning and be like, well, Korea starts in a few hours. I might as well stay awake. That used to be, oh, man, I miss the days of HGC. Because you'd have HGC Open Division on, like, what, Monday and Tuesday. And then it was, like, Wednesday was HGC China. And then it was like Thursday, Friday. No. I'm missing a day. I think there was like 2 days of HGC China. I think it was Monday, Tuesday was Open Division. Wednesday, Thursday was China. Friday, Saturday, Sunday was Korea, right? Korea, North America, Europe. Something like that. It was something like that. But there was literally HGC every single day. That's all I remember is that 90% of the content that I consumed was just HGC. God, I miss it. Big ol' fight to break out. Leyline Seal from Medivh sets up a double kill. He actually confirms the double kill. Hanzo gonna get bopped around, gets a little bit of healing, gets the agility over the wall. Swamp Grotto to fall. We had Blaze get the kill onto Junkrat over there, and woo-wee!
Team kill.
Red team.
Single altar in the bottom of the map, but they want the barrage. Blaze gets the channel. The barrage will begin once this top lane objective, or this top lane bell tower falls, and there is no way, they would literally have to stop hitting this, all die here, and just let the enemy win. But yeah, this is going to be GG's in just a second as the death timer. The closest one is Stitches, and there's no way he burns down a bell tower quick enough.
The Raven Lord is bombarding our core. Take back a tower now.
Toxic. Toxic. Absolutely toxic. By the way, the shots actually should increase in speed in like 1 or 2 more shots, I think. There's a point when the shots stop going one at a time and they actually start firing midway. No, we're not going to see it. I don't think we see it. No, we don't get to see it. I have seen it before where it actually does speed up, but you need to get like, it's a bunch of shots. It was like around like 15 or something like that it speeds up. Maybe less than that, maybe 10. I wonder why the budget was so large and the grassroots esports died out. Because people who are old and at the top, they want esports to be like NFL football. They want it to be like Monday Night Football in the way that it's run, the way that it pulls in money, and the way that it makes them money. But here's the issue. If you don't like incubate, or you don't, like give time for things to grow, they can't grow. That's like, it's like putting a chicken egg under a lamp for 2 days and being like, where's the goddamn chicken? Stupid old people and their goddamn stocks. You know what? Blow up the stock market and we would have had HGC continuing. Which team wins Towers of Doom? The blue team did because they had Medivh. I mean, really, it was because they had Lobber, but let's not build him up too much. Oh. It's hard to bet against Medivh Diablo, honestly. Really hard to bet against Medivh Diablo on a map like Towers of Doom. Alrighty. Hanzo had some good arrows coupled with Leyline. Oh, absolutely. Medivh is a hero who's either trash or fantastic, to be fair. Yeah, no, you are not wrong in that statement, in my opinion. You are not wrong in that statement whatsoever. You are very much correct in that. Okay, let's go ahead and run some ads. Running some ads. Once I get into a new lobby, I gotta run to the bathroom once we get into a new lobby. But it looks like we still have a good chunk of players for this EU in-houses. Thanks again for being here. Thanks for hanging out. If you're enjoying the stream and you're new, I hope you at least hit the follow button. I do a lot of Heroes of Storm content. We do a little bit of StarCraft 2, and we also have some variety days here and there. So if you're enjoying hanging out, listening, lurking, all that good stuff, I hope you at least hit the follow button. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always very much appreciated. Today is March 13th, and if you don't know what that means, it means that Stone Cold Steve Austin, if you use your Prime Gaming here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming, Stone Cold Steve Austin shows up at Jeff Bezos' house and kicks in the front door, doing a Stone Cold Stunner, and then cracking 2 beers over his head, slapping them together, and says Austin 316 and leaves. So if you would like to harass a billionaire today, give me your primes. Oh, hell yeah! Can I get a hell yeah? I tried to click the link Nightbot post that says the site can't be reached. Which link are you clicking on? Which link? Huh? What link are you talking about? Talking about the Raven link? The Corsair Bahamut link? Works for me. It took a little bit to load. But it is working for me. I do not know what suggestions to make, but it unfortunately does work for me. Yeah, it takes a little bit to load. It definitely does take a few seconds to load. So if it's not loading for you, I would recommend maybe like clearing your cookies or something like that. Maybe try a different browser. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that, Lord Hakos. I'm sorry. I wish I knew the answer, but that would be on Corsair's end. I can let my partner manager know though. Where's Rose? Hi, my chat is saying the Corsair site is loading really when they access my partner link. Go ahead and copy that into my partner manager and let them know. I don't know if it could be nothing. It could be on Corsair's end. That's the best I can do is just let them know that there's an issue. Man, it looks comfy. He is comfy indeed. Thought you're banned because you're EU? Oh, I wouldn't ban people because they're EU. I would just ban them because they make dumb... I'm just kidding. I only ban people when they come in here telling me how to play games and I did not ask for help. And even then, I just awkwardly sit here and tell them to leave until they leave, or they don't talk anymore. Hey, by the way, if you want to just speed up this boss, even though you said that you did not want to do that whatsoever, you can just cut the tongue. Just cut the tongue and do it faster. You're not progressing the game fast enough for me, as a viewer. How dare you try and enjoy a game and play it instead of actually, you know, figuring things out. Nah, I want Twitch chat to immediately solve all my issues for me. That happened when I was watching Tatsuki play Resident Evil 4. She would literally, I'm not exaggerating, it was worse than God of War Ragnarok with Atreus. Tatsuki wouldn't even be into the puzzle room yet, and there'd be people in chat like, oh, by the way, there's a puzzle coming up, this is how you solve it, here you go, Tatsuki! Like, it was just like, I had to close her chat, because I was like, I love you, Tatsuki, I want to support you, but I can't read your chat. Like, it was just like, I was just like, this is the most annoying shit on earth. Oh, Foxington was playing Resident Evil 7. The Resident Evil 7. Tatsuki. She takes that shit in stride. She was just like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, maybe this is why her viewership was better than mine. Or maybe because she's cuter than me. Probably the latter of the two. She didn't just yell at people for being annoying. She was just like, oh, okay. Oh my god. Yeah, it was like Foxington was playing Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and like she was about to be at the first little fight that you get with the with your wife, and like she gets the gun, and someone in her chat was like, "Oh, I wonder why Resident Evil's giving you a gun and all this ammo." And it's like, even she stopped playing. She was just like, she's like, "Stop it! You're literally hinting at like a thing coming up. Like, don't just shut up and enjoy the game." Also, that moment, that playthrough is where this comes from. Where is it?
I'm a strong, independent man that could no longer save his wife because I murdered her.
Resident Evil tomorrow? No, next, yeah, Elgato's got it right. It comes out on the 24th. I'll be waking up super duper early that morning. I'm not doing a midnight release, but I'm gonna get up early and start streaming early that day, so just heads up. Yeah, she's literally referring in Resident Evil 7 to the, like, she did that boss fight a couple times where you have to fight your wife, and then she said that, and I was like, I'm making that into an audio clip. That is perfect. All right, we are waiting on a lobby, and then we're gonna get going into our next map. There is the lobby. Yep, I'll be up super early on Friday the 24th. I'll be up really early, and we are going to... Sorry, I just remembered to update the score. I'll be getting up early, yeah. Resident Evil Wife Fighter. All right, I'm in the lobby. I'm good to go. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quickly, so enjoy the nature camera. Enjoy Bandit while I'm gone. BRB. Bandit, you're perfect. Baby, what you doing? Are you a good guy? The bandit guy? Huh? No. What's this? What's this? What's this? What is this? Thank you for dealing with me while I scream at my dog. Don't mind me. Cheers, chat. Got myself a little cranberry juice and soda. No alcohol, just I really wanted cranberry juice and soda. It sounded really good. Welcome back into the Ravencourt EU in-houses. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, the blue team. On the right-hand side, the red team. Big surprise, as we are getting to Tomb of the Spider Queen, our map number 5 of the day. We have some new players, some repeated players, and let's go ahead and find out what our draft looks like. And while we do that, I can talk to you all about random other stuff. Excuse me. Cranberry juice and soda is very tasty. Yeah, I just like, my parents left a little bit of cranberry juice in the fridge from... What do you use cranberry juice? Is it Cosmo? Cosmo's you use cranberry juice for? My mom likes Cosmos, mojitos, and gin and tonics. Yeah, because mojitos is mint and stuff like that. Either way, my dad makes like a couple Cosmos for my mom while they're here, so they have cranberry juice left. And I was like, soda water and cranberry juice. It's tasty. It's better than just regular old water. Sorry for the delay. Bot is getting old. Do not apologize. I appreciate the fact that I'm even allowed to be here and do this. I thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Honestly, I don't mind. It actually gave me enough time to go give myself some water. I could run to the bathroom, and I ran some ads, so it all worked out for me. I don't know either. I enjoy speculating about what could be next. Oh, wait, what did I... What? I love giving streamer hints when they ask for it if they're a long-term welcome backseat gamer, but it's rare, mostly lyric. Yeah. I mean, I think the best thing is like, the best thing to do is never give a hint unless the streamer says, hey chat, I would like to know X, Y, and Z. Because a lot of people think out loud. Like, I was watching a big streamer yesterday. They were playing a Zelda game, and he was like talking, and someone's like, "Do you want to know the answer?" He's like, "I'm just talking out loud." Like, I can't. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. As a streamer, you can't silently sit there and think about things. You have to talk it out. You have to be talking. You have to be entertaining. So the fact that you talk things out, people are like, "Oh, he must want the answer." Anyways. Maiev Genji banned away, Lucio, Joanna as well. We're going to kick things off with a Blaze Malfurion on the right-hand side and a Hogger, Anduin, Diablo to the left. Are we considering a Stitches here? Are we considering another Stitches? I don't actually hate the idea of a Stitches. Junkrat is still up and available, so like Stitches, Junkrat, Malfurion's fantastic together. I think they've got good wave clear and rotations for a map like this, so we could see that. Clearly, you can't win either way. Sorry, Caps. No, it's okay. Those caps are well-deserved, Cavalier, and you know it. You're tired, really tired. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. Twitch incentives are satisfied then. Yeah. I thought we were in Meta Madness for some reason. Nope. But I will be live on Saturday and Sunday casting Meta Madness on this channel, live at 7 a.m. my time. I will be getting up at about 5:30 in the morning. That way I can make some food, snooze once or twice. I snooze for 15 minutes, so I probably snooze till 6 a.m. Get up, let out Bandit, make some food, give Bandit some egg, and then probably start the stream. So yeah, I'll be up early. And then Sunday's a long day. Sunday is going to be, I will be up for the Meta Madness, but after Meta Madness, I'll be running into the kitchen to do a cooking stream. So we're doing a cooking stream on Sunday as well. I'll be making almond boneless chicken. It is a Detroit Chinese dish. It's American Chinese food. I'm sorry, I have not been talking about the draft at all. I apologize. Let's focus in here. Let's really quickly kind of go through what we have for Team of the Spider Queen. Hogger for the solo lane. In the core 4, Anduin, Diablo, Castia, Junkrat. I really like the synergy that is being played with the core 4. You have a fantastic sort of initiation with Diablo, Cassia, Junkrat, Anduin. Have follow-up, whether it be CC or burst damage. On the opposing side, it's Hyper Carry Vala, and on a map like this with sustained damage, and Manticore specifically, I assume it's going to be Creed of the Hunter. I expect this to be a game that the red team will struggle with till level 16, and then they should be able to kind of win back. That's at least my expectation. But let's go ahead and start a prediction. Do I have a Tomb of the Spider Queen? No, we have not seen Tomb yet today. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Alrighty, I will go ahead and start the prediction, swap us into the casting mode, and let's see what happens. What happened to Tatsuki? She doesn't really stream. Let me introduce the teams and I can tell you. You're welcome to ask. I'm friends with her. It's blah, blah, blah. So, let's go ahead and jump on in. On the left-hand side, we have our blue team. We've got Drac on the Junkrat, Banana on the Anduin. We've got Swamp Grotto to play the Hogger, Lobber on the Diablo, and Captain Rex on the Cassia. To the right-hand side, we're looking at our red team. Zero-2 on the Vala. That is going to be Creed of the Hunter, as I mentioned. Cringe Kid, a.k.a. Cure on the Tyrael, Hunter Orc on the Malfurion, Ultralisk on the Imperius, and Sven to play the Blaze. Now, go ahead and get your predictions in, because you still have a solid minute or so to get your gambles in as to who will win Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Listen.
And to answer your question, Tatsuki felt overwhelmed streaming. She took a break from it. She's feeling comfortable in her break from it, so she will continue to do that. The reason that our VODs have gone away are because of the way that Twitch works. As a affiliate on Twitch, and if you have Prime Gaming, your VODs stay up for, I believe it's 60 days. If you're a partner, you don't need Prime and your VODs stay up for 60 days. Now, the only time your VODs will stay up beyond that, partner or not, is when you highlight them. So that's why if you were to go back, you can see all of my Elden Ring playthrough, all of my, there's a bunch of games that I played and I highlighted the VODs. Same with like CCL. Those VODs are gone, but the highlights are still there. So that's just the difference in Twitch stuff. And that's really the big thing. She took a break from streaming. She felt that it was better for her mentals and everything to continue staying away from it. So that's what she does. I think that's a fair answer. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and count the Vala stacks. We've got 5. That's all we're going to be doing in this game. Just kidding. No, Lobber's going to get Celestial charged by the Imperius. The Imperius will get knocked over the wall, but does not seem like Imperius is too worried about that. We do continue to have Siege through the top lane in favor for our red team. Twitch, I mean, you gotta, Twitch is draining in itself, and when people come into your stream and say, "Oh, Totski, let me see your dress," "Oh, Totski, oh, Totski," like, it is, like, it's really mentally draining to be that there for a community, and, yeah. See, I don't mind all of you, because you guys only harass me in, like, very minimal ways, so I'm like, I can deal with it. No, it's all different, I mean, like, everyone has a different level of what they can handle. And I think that's the big thing at the end of the day is understanding your limitations and taking breaks when you can. That's why I always have Mondays off. Diablo with a Shadow Charge onto Ultralisk, but once again, Imperius is not too worried about all of this. Vala picking up a good number of stacks as the defense in this mid lane will continue. Lobber actually taking way too much damage, and he will be falling. Another kill over to the side of our red team this early on. And, man, those red team believers got to be feeling pretty good with this early game sustained kills. Maybe another one to follow up right here. Oh, a Chymo Cleanse from Banana. For those of you who don't know, Chymo Cleanse, Chymo Chipson's a fantastic viewer in this channel. And in the past, when I've done some casting, they played healer, and when they try to go for a leap of faith and the target dies before reaching the location or dies mid-air, that is called a Chymo Cleanse, so... We tease our friends to make them popular. Show us the knees! Come by on Sunday for the cooking stream. You'll probably see some knees. You'll probably see some dump truck on that day, too. I'll have to be at the stove. Zero looking for more sustained damage. We are off the rails already. Lobber will be able to push back the Vala. Looking for a stack of her Gambit. Will be able to deny that, but of course Diablo goes down for his aggression. Captain Rex wants Ultralisk, but cannot advance any further. Whoa! The lightning. The Thunderstroke getting the side damage onto Ultralisk, but it's not that much. Forgot that we are charge strikes at level 1, and for that one brief moment, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna get the kill, it's gonna be cool, but no, unfortunately not the case. Captain Rex will go down, another kill over to our red team. So Vala down to 20% on her bonus attack speed. And I think we do have a Red Web Weaver turn in for this team. God, those words were difficult. Shall mail Baja socks for socks redemptions? Yes, please do not, if you mail me socks, please have them be new. Don't give me your old dirty socks. Do not give me your old dirty socks. Just like how I don't want your loose Fritos, I don't want your old dirty socks. Neither does Bandit, okay? He doesn't care for socks. He's not that kind of dog. Say it 5 times. Red Web Weavers, Red Web Weavers, Red Web Weavers, Red Web Weavers, Red Web Weavers. Boom. Give me your Prime Gaming Lax 2 head. How about old clean socks? No! If it doesn't come in a brand new package, I'm just chucking them. That's it. 42 gems for the Junkrat. Oh no! The Junkrat doesn't get away! I think he expected the concussion mine to take him further away, and he kind of just... Up, down. Oh, that's a rough go right there. Captain Rex gonna be chased down as well. How many gems? Oh my god, that was the vast majority of the gems for the blue team was on Junkrat. He had 42 gems! Youch! Oh wait, I have a button for that. Toilet flush for the gems down the drain. Sven actually steps beyond. I was wondering if he went into the new habits at 1 while he was going for the globe, but he's actually he got globe and gems, and he kind of knew that he could do this. Easy peasy. The, ooh, does top lane fork go down? The babies are still there. Oh no, there are still minions. Okay, I thought it was the one singular archer spider to get that, but 25 to 33, 27, however you want to count it. 27 to 36 in gems. 10 talent tier first for the side of our red team with 8 kills. As we cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what the damage healing experience looks like, because that heroic is at the top of the screen. Rain of Vengeance. A silence from Malfurion connects onto Diablo. The leap of faith from Anduin was used. Celestial Charge didn't look like it connected right there. I thought I heard the noise for it, but it might have just been a different animation. Regardless. Angelic Armament, Rain of Vengeance, we have the Bunker, Sanctification, we already saw the Tranquility, the Twilight Dream from the Malfurion camp on the left side to be grabbed, but the members of the red team have already pushed in their own to this fort. I expect the fort to fall while the 10 Talontiers here. Here comes Sven with a follow-up CC into the Celestial Charge of Ultralisk. Now Sven has to drop the Bunker, does have some great value from said Bunker, being able to burninate into the countryside. Light Bomb, Hogger, Hortapult, Vala's the target, vaults away. Nice Sanctification, stops the Valkyrie from getting a pulse. Sven getting bopped a little bit. Speaking of bops, Slobber comes in with a Shadow Charge, trying to push and pull people around. Angelic Armament, Celestial Charge, big ol' damage into Cassia. She's asleep. Oh, nice little snipe with the Eldruin's Might. And Ultralisk will be able to find that kill for his team. That was Cure with the Eldruin's Might. Different Angel from Diablo. Diablo pushing people around. Jet Propulsion from Blaze does connect onto Banana, as well as Lauber with that splash. And Lauber getting a little low here. Will get hit with the Celestial Charge. Vala vaulting in. She's got the Death Dealer. Can Junkrat get a counter kill? No. Lauber will lose souls. Hogger tries to pressure Ultralisk, but cannot go any further, as the 10s have arrived to the left-hand side. We already mentioned some of them, but Riptire, Light Bomb, Valkyrie, Lightning Breath, and Hortapult. I need some water. Staggering blow and a little bounce around from Swamp Grotto. Camp in the bottom area to... Oh, Ultralisk is not going to get picked off right there. Tyrio's one of your top 5 heroes. Tyrio's cool. It's hard to utilize, really, really cool when done right. Diablo just soaks up in top, building back some souls, getting some gems as well. 55 of the 50 are in the pockets of our blue team. 56 just picked up to the red team, who have enough for that 55 required turn-in. Vala vaulting around. She's a few levels away from the Manticore, and I was saying that Vala and crew were going to struggle a little bit until level 16, but not the case whatsoever. The chain CC and the available kill potential very high here for our red team as they get another Webweaver phase. Red Webweavers descending into the lanes, second Webweaver phase of the game in total. Captain Rex shall fall on the lower side of our screen. That'll bolster this experience to level 13 for our red squad. Still a level gap, as we'll have 12 just about picked up to the blue side. Looking at those level 13s, nothing crazy out of the ordinary. Looking at the Vala, curious what she's going to be going into. Ooh, face check in a bush there, Vala. Hortapult in from the Hogger, gonna look for a follow-up kill into Hunter Orc. Mid lane fort, I believe, was what just fell. I do believe that was the fort. We still have Blaze and Cassia brawling out in top lane with the Webweaver as well. Actually, Blaze getting some fantastic value with the Adrenaline Stimpack from level 1. Cassia forced to tap the well. She's got that 30 armor. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Tyrael still chasing onto Swamp Grotto. Trying to jump around a little bit here between the lanes and the pressure, as the Webweaver in the top lane is below 50%, but Captain Rex is dropping massively fast. Junkrat gonna try and get a concussion mine. Displacement. Ooh, Jet Propulsion. Nice bunker down from the Blaze. Cassia in a bit of a rough spot. We do have the in and out of the bunker for that armor as well. Trap will connect onto a minion. Sven gets the Jet Propulsion out, and I do think Vala could turn this around. Rain of Vengeance, big damage, vault forward. Death Dealer doesn't get the kill. We will see the Gloom for the Vala as well at level 16. Or level 13, excuse me, of that passive gain 15 spell armor, and each stack of hatred deals heals for 2.2 health per second. You also have the activate to consume all hatred, granting 3 spell armor per hatred consumed for 5 seconds. But let's talk about the fight here, because the Rain of Vengeance goes out onto the Hogger, who didn't have Hortapult. Actually, he did. Might have been stunned out as he was about to press the button. Riptire from the Junkrat, root, stun, all that good stuff, as the Blaze will fall. We do see our red team sort of backing away. Actually, not at all. Not at all. They're going to stick around here, look for the delay onto Lauber. Celestial Charge, not from Ultralisk. What's up, Kiss? How you doing, bud? Valkyrie will be able to move through the enemy, I guess. That's a way to put it. Silence from the Malfurion. Sanctification for Tyrael back up. Blaze about to get his bunker. 2 tanks, small map, meta. Honestly, I feel like this is the first time we've seen a hyper carry today. Like, with, like, main tank, double bruiser sort of deal. Blaze has mostly been played on his own as the solo. Like, we've had a couple Towers of Doom games where he's solo up against the Dahaka. Lightning Breath from the Diablo, but a nice Sanctification from Tyrael will meet that. Imperius is looking for something in this engagement, but Kira is getting so very low, will not be able to get out. Now he's got 38, 37, 36. He doesn't get any sort of reduction on his death timer from an explosion into Junkrat. Speaking of explosions, a Riptire comes out. This will push the Imperius back into Cassia, but can she actually... No! No, she can't. She's going to get leapt away by the Anduin. We do have Diablo still pressuring onto the Blaze in this turn-in area, who popped the Pyromania. Blaze looking to now move his way into Captain Rex. Silence from the Malfurion. Twilight Dream. Diablo does go down to the Vala. She's got the level 16 Manticore, and that is the big scary talent and the level hit for this red team. Now, they don't have enough for a turn-in, but you know what they could do? They could go get boss. Could go get boss. And that is going to be the call right here. Am I out of tea? This tea is whatever. The tropical green tea was kind of tasty. I usually just do straight green teas, but the tropical flavoring was pretty good. Angelic Armament into the bush. Ooh!
A singular strike.
I think that right there is the perfect moment for a singular strike for Ultralisk. God dang, was that beautifully played. Oh, man. So, no 16 still to our blue team. Boss is here in the top lane. No Web Weavers. Halfway, a little bit more than halfway for the turn into the red side. So let's try and see if they can get themselves this keep before 16 talent here. Blue team's Junkrat will be back. And in the mix, they still have on said blue team a camp pushing mid. There's a cleanse onto Imperius. The keep will go down, and Diablo so very low. Lobber will fall. Svamgrada gets the Hortipult out. Riptire from the Junkrat doesn't find available targets because he had to panic, try and get that explosion as the Imperius was slowly but surely stepping in. And I'm pretty sure Junkrat knew exactly what was going to happen if he stood still a little too long against that Imperius. Angelic Armament is back and available. Core shielding is gone. Vala has sustained damage. Sanctification around the core just to continually apply the pressure unabated. Malfurion will fall, but it's going to be the end of the game going over to the side of our red team. Man, from start to finish, it was all red team. I really did think it was going to be highly contested, but no. This red team, they showed up and they dominated the map. Who wins Tomb of the Spider Queen? The red team does. Let me wait a few seconds longer, because there are some people that are, you know, their streams are behind due to other factors. So we'll wait a second or two, and we'll pay out the people. Thank you for the follow, Hunter Orc. Glad you're enjoying my my mixture of casting and talking about random facts. Surprise, dude! That was so good. That was so good. I wish I played that. I wish I played that scene out of Vision, so that way we could have seen the jump out of the bush. Okay. Here's your stats if you want them. Oh, I forgot comms in that game. Whoopsie. Sorry about that. Okay, back to Bandit and I. Let's update the score as the red team did win. Thank you all for being here. Hope you're enjoying the day. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Let's see. I gotta be honest, man. It's really tempting to go to TwitchCon. I also have to say, I am so slightly happy that we lost power yesterday. I'm so slightly happy. Like, did I miss streaming for you all? Yes. Was I happy I got to go out on the first sunny day in Tahoe in, like, what feels like a month? Absolutely. By the way, this photo right here, the ridge that's, like, you can see there's, like, a little bit of a ridge in snow. There's a fence that is 8 feet tall. That is how much snow there is in Tahoe. There's usually a fence that blocks people from going off this way because it's a sheer drop. That's gone. There's that much goddamn snow here. Oh man, I actually, because it was my neighbor. He was, I was skied with a bunch of neighbors yesterday. He was high, because our entire street was out of power, so I literally texted the neighbor. I was like, who wants to go skiing? So, he was like above me, and he was getting a shot of the lake, and I thought I was like just in the bottom photo bombing, but he got a great photo, so. He got a great photo. All right, we're waiting for another lobby. Baja snowboarding instead of taking care of us. Revolution croissant noises. Look, how? What do you want from me? I had no power. What? Like, I have no power. Even if so much cocaine. Even if I got the generator out and started even if I went to the garage and got my generator and hooked up everything, I still didn't have internet because they shut down the internet as well because I don't know, man. I just. A hamster wheel the size of Bandit, but I won't fit into that well. Lobby time? I think we're waiting on just lobby, yeah. That's why I said croissant. Oh man, dude, croissants are great. God, like, I have to be honest, like, a plain croissant. I love a plain croissant, like, because that way I get to control what's on it. Do I want to have it with some sunny side up eggs and dip my croissant into the yolk? Absolutely. Do I want to go get one of the 4 different jams in my fridge and, you know, tear open the croissant and spread some different jams on it? Absolutely. You know what is good, and maybe it's bad of me to do? A little bit of syrup. A little bit, like, just a little bit of syrup on there. Oh, it's so tasty. A butterish croissant? Is that what they are? Usually, well, I guess, I mean, a croissant in and itself is buttery, right? Because the way that you make a croissant is by doing the folding layers thing. I watch Bake Off. So you have, you have your dough, and then you put pieces of butter, and then you fold it, and then you, like, roll it, and then you put butter, and then you fold it, and then roll it, and then fold it, and then you get, like, the flaky Day! What's up, Day? How you doing?
Give me that ding dong!
What's up, Day? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I hope you and Trinity are nice and cozy. I hope you're enjoying all of the weather that I've been throwing your way. By the way, Day, you have this on the way. You've got sunshine on the way. Some croissants are really buttery, butter tasty. Some aren't. I just assumed that all croissants are buttery. I like the chocolate ones, but it's hit or miss with some of the chocolate croissants because sometimes the bottom of the chocolate just doesn't really melt and do well, so it just kind of gets like a paste of chocolate, or it doesn't fully melt. Best croissant I ever had, though. And I don't think it has anything to do with like the bakery, the patisserie, or anything like that. I think it was just like the place, the nostalgia is in Heidelberg. I'll never forget eating there's a huge river that goes through Heidelberg, and there was like a cafe that was near the river or maybe on it. And I remember one morning we all got up early and we went and got espresso and like pastries, and we just sat there and like it was so that is the one place I want to go back to in Europe. Like, I want to go around Northern Europe. I want to go see people. I want to go adventure to places I've never been. If someone was like, Bahamut, where would you like to go? Fuck going back to Cluj. Fuck going back to where my family is. Take me to Heidelberg, man. I love Heidelberg. Such a cute little town. All right, let's get into a draft. Nothing but freezing rain. You're welcome. That's also from us. It's fine with syrup. Can be worse with ham croissant. Can't be worse than ham. You know what? My parents, like, they got one of those when they were at the pastry store up here, and they were like, we got you a ham croissant. I'm like, I don't really like ham and cheese croissants. Like, I know that's a whole thing, but nah, not for me. I ain't a croissant fan, but I appreciate any good baked. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just croissant's my go-to. Croissant is my go-to, or something apple. Something with apple in it. Like, oh my god. You can definitely tell I'm getting hungry. You can definitely tell I've been streaming for 5 hours. Ham and cheese croissant is why did you ruin such a croissant? I could have dipped it in hot chocolate. But isn't a ham and cheese croissant, isn't that fairly common in like France and isn't like the whole ham and cheese thing very big in Europe in general? Baha confirmed. Baha eats iPhones for breakfast. Yes, that is why I'm so broke all the time, because I have to buy new iPhones to eat them. Ham and cheese is pretty common. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. I was lurking here until the shade was throwing on ham and cheese croissants. That is just the what I'm not saying you're wrong or right for liking or disliking. I'm just saying for me, I just don't care for it. That's all. I like apple fritters all day. Will it make my stomach hurt from all the sugar? Yes. Will I enjoy it the entire way through? Oh yes. Alrighty. Lucio, Joanna banned on the right-hand side. We've got a Hogger and Genji to be banned away as well. Brightwing first pick for the members of the blue team. My apologies, sorry. I have soda water with cranberry juice, so I just chugged too much of it and got gassy. Hanzo Blaze for the blue team. That'll be their 1-2 pick before we get into the second ban phase. What are we going to pair into the Brightwing? Junkrat and Stitches are available, but it feels way too early to grab that. So maybe you could grab the Junkrat. You could grab a solo lane up against the Blaze. Oh, we getting into more Maev? Main tank Maev again? You had a ham and cheese croissant for lunch last week? I almost did when my family was here. They got me one. They were like, hey, like they went out to the grocery store. They went out to some stores while I was streaming, and they were like, hey, we got you a ham and cheese croissant if you want something to eat while you're streaming. And I was like, I usually eat 2 meals a day during stream days. I get up, I eat breakfast, I start stream, or I eat breakfast right before stream, and then after stream, I usually just eat like a moderate dinner. Like last night I went snowboarding, but last night I had weenies for dinner. Oh, I might just have hot dogs again for dinner tonight. Easy peasy dinner. Diablo to be banned away. I feel like an Uther ban might have been the call. I don't know. Well, no, Diablo and Maev is annoying too. So it's what do you not want to deal with? Which of the two evils do you not want to deal with? And I guess it's a Lord of Terror. Rhaegar also banned out. Okay. We still have things. What's still up and available for healers? Malfurion still up and available. His poke potential is good. Deckard Cain. I understand that we don't see Deckard Cain because there's lack of cleanses and stuff, but man, I love some Deckard Cain personally. I think he can be extremely strong for a team. When it comes to tanks, we still have like Muradin up and available, Garrosh. I doubt we see a Mei. Tyrion's up, but I honestly don't know what direction they're going to head into. Nubarak and Malfurion, okay?
Grant us strength.
When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. I mean, you're not wrong. One ham and cheese or really any croissant, I consider a snack, not a meal. They're pretty small. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong at all. Like the one that they got me, maybe it's American sized because everything in America is gigantic for no fucking reason. But it was like, maybe it was like that. It was like, maybe like a little bit bigger than that. Like 15 centimeters, 15 centimeters. Like, yeah, like 15 centimeters long or something like that. Like 6 inches. Because 6 times 2... Yeah, it's like 15 centimeters. 6 inches. Anyway, sorry, my apologies. I'm getting to the weeds right now. Falstad and Muradin to round out the draft for our blue team. What's our last pick over to the... so that was the red team. For the blue side, what are they going to round out the draft with? A Tracer. Actually, I like the Tracer quite a bit here. I think it's a good sustained damage. Muradin can slow down attack with his Thunderclap, but sustained damage onto Falstad can be annoying. Maev, I mean, there's some decent ways to get away from Tracer. Barrel Roll, Spirit of Vengeance. Dahaka's got Burrow and the Tunneling, or not the Tunneling Claws later on, but also the Lurker Strain, Muradin Dwarf Toss, Brightwing Blink Heals later on. It's going to be an interesting game number 6. Game number 6 of the day. Going to be very interesting. Let's go ahead and start a prediction. Which team will win Towers of Doom? Get your gambles in. You've got 2 minutes, as we always do.
Hey, listen.
Not always, but get your gambles in. Tracer, did Motri join the game? Who's Motri? Oh, that's that NA player that's like kind of good or whatever. Chat's talking about bread. I need to get a bread recipe from my dad. He made a loaf of bread in the Dutch oven that they bought for me recently Because they were asking me like, oh, do you need any kitchen utensils, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I could use a bigger Dutch oven for the days that I do curry. And my dad was like, oh, that'd be great for making bread. So he made a loaf of bread when they visited. God, it was good. A little too salty, but it was still delicious. On the left-hand side, there's your level 1s. The gamble is still going if you'd like to make a prediction based on level 1s or who's on what, as we have Lauber on the Anubarak, Flyman on the Blaze, Banana to play the Malfurion, Cringe Kid, aka Cure on the Hanzo, and Drac on the Tracer. To the right-hand side of our map, we are looking at our red team. Captain Rex on the Brightwing, Porky on the Muradin, Swamp Grotto to play the Dahaka, Critical on the Falstad, and Zero on that Maev. There's your level 1s. There's who's on what. Get your gambles in. You still have a solid 45 seconds.
2, 1. Fight.
Easy recipe for bread dough. Perfect. Yeah, it took like 30-something hours for the dough to rise and everything. Just the way that he did it, but it was super simple and it came out delicious. So I'm gonna, probably after stream today, I'm gonna text him and ask him to email me the bread recipe so I can try and make it myself. I mean, why not? I have Monday off, so if I prep it on Sunday, I can make it on Monday. Alright, just kind of peeking around the map right now, as this is going to be a little bit of a back and forth between Dahaka Blaze. I believe this is the third Towers of Doom game we've had today, and the third Towers of Doom game where it's Dahaka versus Blaze in the solo lane. Kind of funny in that, but kind of funny, as the rotations will be had. Falstad going into Gathering Storm at 1. Anubarak will be getting Regeneration Globes. Go ahead and read out that little talent for all of you. It's not the most common, but it's picked up every so often. Gather Regeneration Globe increases your health regeneration by 1 per second up to 30. After gathering 30 Regeneration Globes, you also gain 500 HP. So Lauber's base regeneration. My apologies. Dahaka goes down on top, but a Maev will be falling over on this camp on the right-hand side. Porky, do you have a Dwarf Toss? Oh! Hanzo Cure with the read. Cure with the... I know Porky. I know he doesn't have... I know he's got Dwarf Toss off cooldown. Very good cooldown counting. Very good intuition from Cure right there. Nice play. DM... I'll DM... Oh, please. Yeah, I love getting recipes from chat. Absolutely love getting recipes. Who's on first? I believe you are, Tan. Good luck. Level 4s, Explosive Arrow, Bed of Barbs. Porky going in, okay. Aggressive, Pulse Bomb connects into Porky, Soothing Mist from the Brightwing, but Porky played a little too aggressive right there. Will be picked off, but now Dahaka gets a great drag onto Lauber, so tank for tank, Flyman's in the flank, onto Captain Rex, Concussion Mine, no, that was a root, excuse me, there's no Junkrat in this game. We do have the Brightwing going down to Trace, or Malfurion, actually. Healer for healer, Dahaka gets chunked by an arrow, Pulse Bomb onto Critical. Critical will be a new target, Blink, Chase, Tracer's range is not enough, does she get a Blink charge fast enough? Hammering does have a slow in it, Tracer stops the chase. Umbral Bind. Wow, no Umbral Bind into Drac. Triple Alter Phase coming up. The tanks are back in the mix. Falstad Hearthing back for full. Dahaka and Blaze should trade, I expect, and this should be where the main sort of team fighting to take place. Umbral Bind onto 2. There's a root from Malfurion. CR2 getting cleansed out by the Brightwing with the Soothing Mist. Falstad going to be delayed out by the Blaze on the right side. You can check that on your mini-map. 90% of the game right there. Hanzo being actually useful to his team, impassable. I must be lied to. Hanzo does stuff. See? Porky? Look at his health bar. Pew! Pew, pew! Now, Furion does steal the kill away because, just filthy kill stealers. No, it's, you're ruining my creep score! Lauber gets the channel, 8 shots into the enemy core. The 40-0 dream is dead. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna happen, but still. Did I, wait, hold on. Does anyone, I don't know if anyone was watching on Tuesday. Did I have a 40-0 Towers of Doom game on Tuesday? I know I had an insanely dominant Towers of Doom game, but I don't know if it was 40-0, to be honest. I have to double check. Because I think it was the game I played Dahaka and I double soaked. What's the betting that Hanzo takes the wrong ult? I could see Dragon Strike. I could see Dragon Strike for sure. I mean, you've got cooldown reduction for scatters. You've got more scatters at level 1. I think we'll see the wrong talent at 16. I think we'll see piercing, and then we'll see the wrong talent at 20. The Dragon Awakens. Actually, that's the right talent at level 20. Let's be honest here. Aren't both ults wrong? Depending on who you speak to. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think every draft is wrong when you don't pick a Cho'Gall. But it's not a hill for me to die on. Oh, these cowards. Anyways, Porky dives in with the heavy impact from level 4. There's going to be a recall from Tracer to back away from any sort of Umbral Bind. Drag from Dahaka. He's going to land it onto Tracer, who gets cleansed out by the Malfurion. Lobber slowed by Porky. What did Porky take at 7? He went into the heavy impact. I already noted that as well. A singular altar in the bottom of the map, as I had mentioned. We've got those 10s. Let's go ahead and cycle through the numbers really quickly. I think you can count the number of probe gods on one hand. Well, I think you only need one hand. Get it? Because probe, get it? I mean, if you're using 2 hands, you're doing something wrong. Oh, 4 shots into the core of our red team. 36 to 28 in core HP. As the 10s, as I mentioned at the top of your screen, you will be seeing the Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo looking for the AoE stun. Malfurion holding their 20. We'll check out Tracer's upgrade onto the Pulse Bomb a little bit later once we see those talents again. And Bunker for the Blaze Cocoon for the Anub'arak. Gust, Blink Heals, Isolation, Avatar, Maiev holding 10. We could see Isolation, we could see Containment Disc or the Warden's Cage, and we will see the Containment Disc. Very low cooldown onto that one. Great utility. Porky gonna get hit with the Pulse Bomb. I can tell from the Pulse Bomb slow that is gonna be the Sticky Bomb for Tracer upgrade at level 10. Sappers, 1, 2, 3. 1 will make it in, 2 make it in, 3. All 3 are in as Porky is going to get the face shift from Brightwing. Tahaka comes in with a Brush Talk as well. Cocoon onto the Maiev on the top of our screen as the Soothing Mist from Brightwing is used. A point-blank arrow from Cure will be cleansed, or excuse me, the drag will be cleansed out immediately. Pull away our talents really fast to see what this engagement looks like, because there's just so much. Gust from Falstad as Porky gets the Avatar and the Dwarf Toss out. Falstad gonna get hit with a little bit of CC, a Pulse Bomb. Nice kill onto Falstad from the Hanzo. Drag from Dahaka connecting on a Tracer, just about max range. Polymorph from the Brightwing. Little clap back from our red team as the Maiev goes in with the Spirit of Vengeance. That's gonna be a Blaze Jet Propulsion onto Lobber. Sounds from Malfurion, and Muradin does go down. Trouble Altar Phase coming up soon, but they want this conversion onto the bottom lane bell tower. Maybe a kill onto Maiev, but this is a very long rotation that I think Dahaka is not going to be... Yeah, Dahaka shouldn't be stalled out here. Actually, Hanzo, Arrow, they don't get anything. They get a bottom lane bell tower and they lose 6 shots on their core. Actually, they get a Brightwing in bottom lane. Brightwing does go down in bottom, so I guess that is a sort of trade. Fun fact, we've literally never seen a Cho'Gall, Abathur, Probius team comp lose on stream, not even once. Maybe that's the reason people don't run it, they just don't want to ruin that record. 13 talent tier advantage to the blue team as Lobber picks up their 20th regeneration globe of 30. I'm actually curious, I meant to look at this earlier. Let's take a look at Anub'arak's stats. Anub'arak has 27, I think it rounds up, so 28 regen per second. Still more to be gained. Another 10 regen on top of that to be gained. They have level scaling on top of that, too. So Lobber regeneration, I mean, you can just watch that little blue bar just tick back up so quickly. 1 Sapper makes it over the wall. We got a pause from the players. Let's go ahead and pull it on back to Bandit and I, as we don't want to show what's going on. And it looks like there's a Cure DC. So we are going to wait for that. And when we are back in, we will go. Cure DC, please no kill. Bot is the same, go. Wow. Toxicity. The toxicity in our city. Run Vikings and Abathur and run circles around the map. But how do you take down structures if you're just running in circles, Iron Flare? Dahaka falls, and the sappers make it in through top. Lag from Swamp Grotto is called. All right, next objective phase, we'll jump into some comms. How about that? Next objective phase, let's go ahead and jump into, we'll jump into some blue comms here.
Do get ready.
There are caps here, though. We don't want to go too far.
Yeah, I wanna...
You can
Can we
keep them
intercept
on.
Mura? Can we intercept Mura here?
You can. But just be careful. We're just gonna keep up, Pyro.
Shaking behind
Yeah,
us.
I'll get this wave. You can just go cap. I don't think we're gonna export. Oh, they're going, huh?
They burrow.
I can stop Brightwing Z.
Maybe.
First up?
Fine.
Oh.
I use Cocoon though, I use Cocoon.
Oh, they're going at me. Ugh. I'm dis. I'm probably dead.
We got it.
He messed up.
Coming back to you, Kier.
Running
I have
some
no
Mura.
D.
I'll
My has
get
1
this.
HP.
Okay.
Capping.
Ian 2.
She has no D yet. Probably up now. Probably up now.
Rising. Rising's 1.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good guess. You can win this fight, maybe.
Oh, big silence.
Coming.
Okay. You're out. Nice.
I got one.
Blaze can maybe clear the way. Clear the way. Damn. Pussy.
Arrow in 15.
Alrighty, sorry, I had to make sure that I was at everything going good for me, as the Good Gust is called, yeah. Good Gust is called, and easy. Sorry, I was double checking I didn't miss anything in chat, as Porky takes a lot of damage right there. Hanzo is going to get a nice scatter off the side, but that's as much as Cure can defend through the bottom lane. Next objective phase is going to be triple, 30 to 13 in core HP. That's a nice initiation onto Porky, who gets a cleanse from Brightwing. Porky living for a second or two, but it's not enough, as Anubarak, before the containment disc does connect, he is able to find the last little bit of damage. And I think the camp was still actually attacking the containment disc Anubarak, so Lauber, not containment disc, excuse me, that's a different containment disc. We have the Cocoon. Falstad flies in, Gus just might have come back off cooldown. Utilized immediately, Lauber does go down, triple alter phase coming through. Losing Lauber here is a little rough for the members of the blue team, as Porky's about to respawn in 10 seconds with the objective. Blaze goes in with the jet propulsion. Swamp God on the left-hand side. Really scary positioning, as critical, it's around 200 HP. Falstad flight is 48 seconds. Actually, Dahaka, I can check this as well. 58 seconds on Brush Talk, okay. Bottom altar should be chill. Ooh, what are we doing here? Why are we hanging around so long? I'm surprised that no one went for the immediate channel load down over there. Flyman is going to be delayed out by the Dahaka, but here comes Porky, who will be seen in the minion wave. That is a thing. Falstad is grabbing the right-hand side. Flyman to back away. We're looking at 4 for 8. Blaze gets a twin flame delay. That's an arrow from Cure as well for 1 more. I think they full duration on that stun right there, as Flyman does tap the well. Root from Malfurion puts Porky to sleep. Big chain CC. Gust, once again, I think just off a cooldown right there. Cocoon from the Anubarak onto Muradin. Flyman going for the channel. I have Spirit of Vengeance in. Rooted and booted. Containment Disc will connect onto Tracer, and it's immediately activated. Isolation onto the Malfurion in the bottom left of our screen as Porky lets their trait kick in. Blaze comes in with a jet propulsion, and Brightwing gets a blink heal out. Great cleanse from Malfurion onto the drag target. Dahaka not able to drag anyone away. 26-5 in core HP. Boss is up and available, but it does not end, as that's only 4 shots into core. Huge jet propulsion from the Blaze, but no extra follow-up. Dahaka, Hearth, and then I think he went in for the Brush Talk to get back into this mix. Looking for the drag on a Malfurion, gonna be shy of that. No extended drag, as he does have the Tunneling Claws level 16. Now Hanzo in a bit of a rough spot. Here comes Lauber to try and defend. There's a ton of damage into Cure, who does have to agility over the wall, tap the well, drops an arrow back into the enemy, but where is the available damage to find a kill? It's not going to be into Lauber. Hanzo on the far side of the wall, gonna take down the Maev as we do have a gust from Falstad. Scatters are being attempted. Porky jumps over the wall and says, hello, Hanzo. Has to pop the Avatar immediately. Jet propulsion from the Blaze, not connecting. Isolation does make its way onto, I believe, the Blaze, and this is still, I'm waiting for the chase. 1-2 Sappers make it into the bottom lane fort. Tracer goes in, blinks, recalls immediately. Lauber, or not Lauber, got it. He played Murd in one game, and now I can only think of Lauber on Murd. And Cure will go down. Nice initiation from Porky. This should be 4 shots into the blue core. Woo, woo, woo. Porky anchored forward for their team. Brightwing to go get the channel.
Be swift, heroes.
Dahaka is going to manage things on top. Anubrak will check the bush with an Impale, but also Tracer gets the delay. Stormbolt will not connect. Pulse Bomb. Root, sleep. Porky's kind of fine. Took a bit of damage. Maev on our way back from the top lane, I do think. Captain Rex. Ah! Nice zoning. Captain Rex will not be delayed out, and 22-5 in core HP. Level 16 is going to be Giant Slayer for the Hanzo. Probably going to see the Bullseye at level 20 then. Piercing would have given a little bit more value for the Dragon Awaken synergy, so probably the Sonic Arrow, or the Bullseye, excuse me. Falstad flying into what, mid? Jumps into mid, but he's not able to help any secured kill into Blaze. I assume Falstad just goes Wind Tunnel. I doubt we're going to see a epic mount for Falstad. Like Dahaka. I would assume that Dahaka's going to go into the Contagion at level 20. I don't think we'll see Apex Predator. We have seen it here and there, but Contagion value seems to be pretty strong, as there were a few grouped up moments for those Isolation splashes. Or I guess Contagion splashes. But the 20s are almost here. We'll take a look at said 20s in just a moment. Vigorous Volter, Rewind, Wind Tunnel, Contagion. We have the Invisible Friends and the Shadow Orb Huntress. On the opposing side for our blue squad, Umbral Bind onto Cure. He's fine right there. There's the Sonic Arrow. Wind Tunnel into the wall. I do think everyone is fine. This is actually going completely south for the red team. They made the initiation, and they're the ones who are going to be losing too before this objective phase. Zero getting Cocoon. Anubrak burrows in further. Swamp Grotto. No, it's going to be Maev. They want the kill onto her. She pops the vault once. Does she have a second? There's the Vigorous Vaulter value. Jet Propulsion from Blaze not connecting. Zero gets the Blink Heal in the well, but it does not get them healthy enough. Alone Dahaka. Oh no!
Team kill!
Bottom lane getting converted. Cure rushes for the channel, and that is going to be your blue team taking Towers of Doom. Map number 6 of the day. Fantastically played. Great back and forth. A good attempt to run things back towards the end from our red team. But in the end, it is the Gravekeeper to fall to the Raven Lord, and the GGs are called. Choose outcome. No contest. Choose outcome. Which team wins Towers of Doom? It was the blue team. There's your talents if you want them. Enjoy the monkeys. Thank you for the monkeys.